Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Chad Morgan, and we are back for some more Red Dead Redemption role playing. A lot of you seem to really enjoy last week's episode and asked constantly when the next episode was coming. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. It is here. We are live with FearTheBeardo on his channel and AlaskaJeff on his, both Twitch streams over on their ends, but we're really excited to jump into things and get back into Red Dead Redemption. And I'm excited to see what Johannes Beckett, my character, has been up to in the intervening weeks. But we are still waiting for them to kind of get through their intros. And so I'm going to take this minute to say hi to anybody who's in the chat currently. And if you guys are just lurkers, that is totally fine. I'm a lurker myself the majority of the times when I'm watching streams, but it is great to have you all here regardless. And I made a promise last week during my rather long intro that I would be looking for a certain Doctor Who clip that I'd been searching for a year. So I wanted to open out the stream with the virgin use of this incredible clip that I love so very much. That took me forever to find because I forgot which episode it was in. But enjoy.
That is a woman.
I love that. I know a lot of you won't enjoy it quite as much as I do, but that is a clip that I just always say that is a woman just like that because Matt Smith said it like that. So I just love it. But we've got about a few people coming in. We'll see. Nobody chatting yet. It's all good. I think a few things are just loading up in the background. Not a problem. Want to check in with the other members of the team, see how their intros are going. Let's listen to them really quick.
And some Minute Maid lemonade.
All right, Beardo's having fun just talking about lemonade. We'll give him another minute on that. But let's see. Nobody else is coming in. AlaskaJeff, his intro is going well. Just talking to the chat. It's all Gucci, everybody. I can't wait to jump into this. I've got Red Dead all pulled up, ready to go. And I love this game, so I'm excited to jump back into it. It's been too long since I played it. It was a whole 2 months ago. And the online experience is very, very new to me. This is the first online game I've ever played. I just don't normally play with other people. That's just something I've never really gotten into. So this is very much a new experience for me as much as it is for many of you guys. So I'm excited to get back into it because I really, really do enjoy this game. And the online aspect is pretty all right. Pretty all right. But let's see. Ooh, Dr. Rachel Limberg is in the chat. Howdy, y'all. I think this is your first time chatting on a live stream. Welcome, Dr. Rachel Limberg. It is great to see you. We had some fun in Orlando, the 5 minutes that we saw each other, even though we were staying at the same place. It's great to see you. I don't know if you watched the other streams on FearTheBeardo's Twitch or AlaskaJeff's Twitch or saw the replay of my first episode with them last week. But yeah, this is just some Red Dead Redemption role playing that we just have some fun playing our characters. This one, we're going to be trying out an actual storyline, seeing what we can get away with. So we'll see how it works, just letting them finish up their intros real fast, and then we'll be just jumping right into things. But let's see how they're doing right now.
We decided it's going to be like $5 or $10 worth of bits. So like 500 bits or 1,000 bits would get you your, oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Latina.
Yeah, just talking to the chat about different things. We have some exciting plans that we're figuring out for these Red Dead Redemption streams, getting them a little bit bigger, maybe moving them to a much earlier time in the day, maybe a different day, but much, much earlier. And I'm excited for that because I love sleep, but I also love this game. So it's kind of give and take situation when it comes to playing this late at night. Because yeah, it's almost 11 where I'm at. It's all good though. I love being here with you guys and those incredible gentlemen who will be role playing with me. But yeah, we have a lot of exciting things that we have coming in the very, very near future. A lot of plans, more storylines, maybe some more characters, some special guests that you guys know and love. But as we wait, are there any audio issues, perhaps from my microphone or when I pull up theirs? Could you hear them all right? How is that all sounding? And Dr. Rachel Limberg, yeah, I'm sorry to get that was more my fault than yours. I spent about 2 hours a day at the house because I didn't sleep in Orlando like at all. I was constantly busy with G&G stuff. So it's more my fault than yours, Rachel. But yeah, we definitely need to hang out at the next meetup. You definitely make it down to the next one. It sounds like is going to be in Arizona. So if you need a place to stay, I live pretty close to the end game bar where the meetup usually happens, and or we could just hang out. I live close enough that that'll be a lot easier to do if you come down for the Arizona one. I don't know if you're planning on that, but that's something we could definitely see if that could develop. But let's listen to them again, see how close they are getting.
So we're going to get a few things ironed out with that whole idea, but that's just kind of like the groundwork of what we're thinking of doing for to get you guys, the chat, some interaction.
All right. He is mentioning something that I should mention as well. One of the things that we are planning on doing is getting a little bit more audience interaction with some of the things that we do. We've always called, or they've always called, this is almost my second time, but they call chat messages while they're role playing telegrams to stay in character. It's like, oh, I've got a telegram from Dr. Rachel Lindbergh, and you read it out and try to stay in character. That we might find a way to incorporate that into the story. Like if Dr. Rachel Lindbergh wants to send me on a side quest, it's like, hey, Johannes, my wagon's been captured by outlaws. Please help rescue my stuff. And then I go on this little side quest that Dr. Rachel does, or anything like that. Like we might limit it to the less extremes, but just to get some audience interaction and send in some telegrams that give us, chat made side quests. Kind of playing around with that idea, seeing what parameters that we're going to make. But Rachel says, ooh, Arizona. Yes, it sounds awesome. I'll have to look into the dates for that, but a place to stay would be awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I'm more than happy to give you a place to stay. But yeah, I don't know what the dates are for that, but that's what they've said. Jeremy and Ryan are saying that they're looking at for the next meetup, and it should be very similar to the one that we had here earlier this year or last year. So we'll see how it all turns out. No details yet, but perfect. Thank you. I don't know where my other regulars are. This is kind of late for a lot of my people, but ooh, Beardo's putting on his headset. Let's see if it wasn't 1 a.m. right now. Yep, we are working on moving these streams earlier. We are going to be doing these earlier. Oh, I guess I unmuted too on Discord instead of just turning back on the sound, but we're good. All right, that was weird. Sorry, guys. I can hear you.
Did I ruin your intro?
No. I was done.
Okay, perfect. So we'll just wait for AlaskaJeff.
Yeah, always waiting on Jeff. Come on, man. Get his organization together.
I'm here.
You are here. Hail, Jeff.
Greetings.
Latina locked and loaded saying,
stand by as I make sure that your audio levels are correct again.
Gucci.
You know what? I probably need to actually bump mine up because I just was.
All right, Beardo, can you give me a couple of lines there? I think is he muted?
Howdy, Mr. Milo. I'm not muted.
Hey, chat. How do both of them sound?
No,
I am live in chat in
Jed?
the Discord.
Howdy all. Oh, we just lost.
We just lost Beardo.
What?
Okay.
Well, I've got a telegram from Dr. Rachel Lindbergh saying Heidi and Hal to both of you. If you don't know who that is, she's great.
I'm glad that they're sending some mighty fine telegrams your way.
They are indeed.
We do have, I think Beardo's still trying to get his Discord up and running again. Or maybe he hung up on us and oh, there he is.
He just didn't want to talk to us anymore.
I see. Still can't hear him.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
No, I still can't hear Beardo.
No? That might
Jed,
be.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear him fine. It's
Click on
quiet. I'm going to bump him up.
Oh, there we go. Wait.
Jed, tell him to click on my face and unmute me.
He's saying that you might need to click on his face and check if he's muted.
Yeah, I've already checked that. Oh, okay. Try it again.
Yo, baby.
There we go.
Baby. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
Much better. All right. Well, greetings to everyone. Hopefully everyone enjoys the stream that we have for tonight.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, if nothing else.
Precisely. All right, I'm loading up the game. It'll take me a moment to get it up and running. My computer likes to freeze up the moment that I get the game up and running. So because of that, I want to make sure that all the issues with Discord are out of the way before I even do that. So stand by, and I should be in game within the next 2-3 minutes.
Oh, sounds just dandy.
I just hope our games don't crash as much as they did last time.
Oh, that's true. We did run into that problem.
That was a bit of a frustration. Fortunately, we still made it work.
We did indeed.
Indeed.
All right. Any thing that you want to go over for all of our audiences before we dive into it?
I did give them just a bit of a rundown of kind of like, not this week, but next week going, or the week after, whenever we get it all squared away, of doing the whole, the interaction between the chats, the interaction between the specific donations that they can do to help get involved with the role play.
All right.
So I did give them a little rundown on that.
I have some very wise advice from Big Rig Riker, who mentions avoid Barnes at all costs. Avoid the Barnes.
That's good advice.
All right. And would you look at that? Nasmer just gifted a tier 1 sub to a Mr. B.R. Jason. What a fucking legend. Nasmer. Very good mod from across the pond over there somewhere in the England area, the United Kingdom area, somewhere the fuck over there.
Big area. Very big. Just trying to figure this shit out. Man, I don't know if you guys are seeing it in game, but there are a lot of players getting murdered. I'm getting constant notifications of this guy drowned this guy. Oh, this guy did that. It's quite more than normal.
Let me go ahead and launch it. Go ahead and launch
Coolio.
the game.
Just hanging out on some train tracks. It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful view.
Reminder to all chats to mention if any of our audios sound a little off. It's something that we struggle to hear. And so you are our eyes and ears if something goes wrong.
Yes, indeed.
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 I love how I say indeed like maybe once or twice a day. And I think I hear indeed probably 3 or 4 times that from everyone else in the team.
I think it's just the way you say it, just so seriously and like professionally. More than the quantity, it's the quality.
No, there we go. Yep, precisely. Or should I say indeed?
Ooh. So what is that, a white stag? Let's see. It's beautiful. I can't tell what type of animal it is yet, though.
All right, everyone, we're about to descend into character. Enjoy the show.
I didn't get him.
All right, boys.
This deer just killed itself. It just ran off a cliff for me. Save some bullets.
Saving him some bullets, eh? Oi. Oi.
Oi.
Okay. Oi.
How the hell did Kelpie get up there? Let's get down a little bit more. Come on. I do have a telegram from Miss Dr. Rachel Limberg, who blames her use of Indeed and her knowledge of Indeed on Jay, in fact.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I'm still loaded in. I'm still loading in. It's taking quite a while.
Well, while you all are dilly-dallying out to watching critters dying on bridges and staying in photo galleries, I'm out here freezing.
I ain't just watching animals die. I'm skinning an animal for a food, trying to pick it up.
All right. I have sent you guys a magical invitation your way.
There's nothing magical about it. This here is what we all know as a very personalized telegram asking for our assistance.
I do believe we have been summoned.
Mr. Big Rig Rocker mentions that everyone needs to watch the good, the bad, and the ugly for some tips on accents. My very, very big rig friend. That while that is good advice, I remind you the Wild West is where a great many people have traveled. You had Asian accents, Indian accents, Irish accents, and a great many others.
Oh, now here we are.
Now this place is much warmer indeed.
Mr. Beardo.
My good friend,
you,
Mr.
Mr.
Anus. How's it go? What was that?
Very nice of you.
Someone was yelling at us.
Someone was yelling at Mr. Milo up there.
Was it Mr. Milo getting yelled at by some lady? Were you harassing some lady?
I wasn't harassing. Well, now, if that was a woman, then she's
Where
pretty
they at?
bald.
Hey,
I heard a woman yell.
Stand by. I believe my bearded friend has his mic. His voice is a little loud. What is your problem?
he told me not to raise his voice at him. And I said, you know what? Hey,
What is your problem? Why do you want to keep gunning everyone down?
he was shooting at me, Mr. Milo. I had no choice.
Last I checked,
he was
all he
gunning at
said
me.
was a few words. You were the ones that were starting the fighting.
I've
I
got
left
some.
the man alone. I was looking for the woman I heard yelling, but she must
Hey.
have taken off. Is that the woman?
I believe these were the
I'm
ones that were
having
giving.
problems right now.
These were the ones that were giving Mr. Milo a hard time.
Nobody was giving me a hard time. If anybody's giving me a hard time, it's you two.
Don't worry, Mr. Milo. I got your back from those people that were giving you a hard time.
All we have done is defend your delicate sensibilities. We have defended your honor, Mr. Milo. It is all.
Yeah, where's your hospitality, Mr. Milo?
It's the same we do for any with such delicate disposition as yours. Much like a lady, our chivalry demands it.
Hey,
Somehow I feel like intelligence was lost on a certain few in our generation.
I
I
don't
see that
believe
there
such
was-
self-deprecating comments are warranted here, Mr. Milo.
I see that there was someone that is a witness to these shenanigans that were going on. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that that the word doesn't get out of what happened.
What is wrong with you? Why can't you just let people be?
Witnesses cause us more problems than they don't, so might as well take care of them. Oh,
Mr. Milo,
The only ones that cause problems are yourselves.
Mr. Milo, I'll have you know, you're the one that got us into this sticky situation.
I got you in a no such situation. Whatever situation you're in, you got in yourself.
I do not believe that witness will be of any more trouble to us once we drop them off that there bridge.
I was thinking the same thing, Mr. Anus. I was thinking the same thing.
You guys are wicked.
Disposing of
What
the
is
body
wrong
at
with
the
you?
same time. It is the only most logical thing available to us. Dropping the body in that there. Oh, that's not
Yep.
a river. Well,
it is not a river, but I reckon it'll serve the same trick here, Mr.
If
Milo,
you,
Mr. Right.
if you cut his ropes,
Stop,
maybe,
you savages!
yeah. Natural causes is what killed him, and so there is no law that will come after us for natural causes.
Mr. Anus, I believe that Mr. Milo is swinging at me. Oh my God! What do you want me to do, Mr. Milo? You know, Mr. Milo,
I want you
am
to be
not
civil.
engaged. I am not engaged, Mr. Milo. I consider you a friend.
You
I
sure
consider
gonna be
you
a death
friend,
me one
Mr.
day.
Milo.
I'm certain of that.
A short life, but a merry one. That's all that we can ask for in such an environment. What better way than to go out with
Indeed,
Beardo,
Mr.
guns
Anus.
a-blazing.
Indeed.
My here horse does not want to move. I believe his foot is stuck.
There you go. There's your chappie. What's his name?
Kelpie.
What's her name? Kelpie. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call her Cappy.
Hey, all you con. What
Where
are you
is
doing down
Yukon?
there? Were you helping that poor soul that they threw off the bridge? What a noble steed indeed.
Man was a villain. Ain't no tears gonna be wet for him.
Yeah,
You
Mr.
know,
Milo,
I
that man was
remember-
a stone cold killer. I mean, Mr. Milo.
You know, it's interesting that Jesse James made the same argument to the people that he ended up gunning down. Didn't make him any less of a villain.
And can you say for certain whether or not those he gunned down were in fact villains or not? Can you declare that unto us?
Yes, indeed, because some of them were women.
I am equal opportunity, man. People have equal chance of being awful, horrible people that deserve killing. I've met some dastardly women in my day.
Dastardly. You know, Mr. Milo, as the old saying goes. Oh, here we go.
Somehow I doubt your conscience is giving you good direction on who's the villains and who are not. I see there's a couple of telegrams that appeared in my Yukon saddle. Must have been when he was down by the river there. It mentions that do not mistake intelligence for cowardice. Mr. Milo is more than capable of gunning you down. Only he can do so while reciting scriptures. And then another man said, I'm afraid the new partner has led our dear Mr. Beardo astray.
I do believe he said that he was already thinking the same thing that I suggested, so I can't set him down a path that he wasn't already thinking.
Like I said, Mr. Milo, I was only having your back. That man had it out for your blood. I was just looking out for my friend.
And yet I have no lead in me, and he does.
Correct.
You're welcome.
Correct. Mr. Milo, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Oh, I do not doubt that, my very bearded friend.
And I do believe you've already had that villainous chapter in your life serving for the Confederacy, so you should know all about that.
Now,
What
this
was that?
is news to me, Mr. Milo. I reckon
What
is
was-
Mr. Anus telling the truth.
Mr. Johannes should better watch his mouth.
Would you like
He was
some
on that
first?
side too for a time.
I was press ganged, man. I had no choice, but when I eventually got my freedom, I freed myself and went to the worthy north.
Like I said, for a time, that was his past too. Just
Mr.
because
Beardo,
he had a chance to turn
Yes,
away
Mr. Angus.
before trouble hit.
do you
Now
like
that
fur?
Go ahead and throw it on
was
there.
very fortunate for him.
Can you throw it on there? Oh, thank you very much. That'll keep the behind of Ripper here warm.
Maybe you should put it on his head. You seem to like to collide old Ripper into a great many things. It might cushion him a little bit.
I can't help Mr. Ripper here. And you'll refer to my steed as Mr. Ripper from now on, Mr. Milo. As long as you are ungrateful for having your back, Mr. Milo. Mr. Ripper here, and he is a fast steed at that. And sometimes he just gets, a little ahead of himself and runs into things. I can't help it.
That does bring up an interesting point that you would say that it's Mr. Ripper for your steed. What's his first name?
It's just Mr. Ripper.
Kind of like how you're just Mr. Beardo.
Correct. But I'm thinking about possibly going by an alias now. For when we go on these adventures where, like you yourself, Mr. Milo, you aren't quite a fan of Mr. Beardo's actions. While we go on these dangerous quests where you might consider myself a villain, I think I might go as an alias. Mr. Kratos, maybe.
Kratos. Now that is a very, very bizarre name. That sounds silly. Now, looking at this here map, I am noticing that we are just outside of the greater territory around Valentine. I'm beginning to think that there's an opportunity over there at Wallace Station for us to earn a little bit of capital before maybe some other things transpire in our day-to-day.
Sounds good, Mr. Milo. Lead the way.
And in Valentine, y'all might get some better clothing and a hat, perhaps?
I'm still looking for a hat. Unfortunately, I do not have enough resources yet. But I believe our bearded friend has a great many resources. Maybe he can get himself an outfit finally. Or he is still a half-naked man out here in the wilderness.
I do have just my long johns on me that I left when I left my mama's house. But you see, I have me quite a bit of gold bars, but in only very specific areas do they actually accept gold bars as currency still. Well,
That
would
is
you
true.
look at this?
I do believe we are going farther away from Valentine. Oh, we're going to Wallace Station, you said. Not
Wallace
Valentine.
Station, yes. This is actually a very scenic route. I've been here before. It is.
Once you've seen
most
one tree, you've
beautiful.
seen them all.
It's not just the trees.
Wise
Many
word,
times it's the
Mr.
placement
Rangus.
of the trees. Just like how all trees and rocks are basically the same. You have to appreciate them in their surroundings.
Did you just make that up, Mr. Milo?
No, I didn't. That was told to me by a friend.
Oh, that was a big leap there, Ripper.
Well, I do believe I
I
have
do not
a new,
doubt that your horse can survive a great many falls.
I do believe
if
I
he went
have
off that
a
hill
telegram
and
from
hurt
a
himself, I'm
Miss
sure he would be just
Lady
fine.
Bellfire. I have another
Now,
telegram
while
from
the
Miss
station-
Lady Bellfire, and she says, "Fuck me, he's in the cowboy hat again. Well, I shall fuck you if that is your desire. But yes, Mr. Johannes always comes with his hat, and $3.80 bounty is quite a lot in this area of the land."
It's right over there alongside that rock that I ended up having a out-of-body experience looking upon myself. Almost like I'm looking upon this here Johannes in his ghostly form. Actually, you're a bit of a ghostly form too. No,
I hear
that is a
gunfire.
very nice elk, but you're putting a great many bullets in him. I'm guessing you must have trouble with your aim. You
I
haven't
got a
been
few
drinking
headshots
this
on.
morning, have you?
No, not yet, Mr. Milo. Not yet. But I've got a pretty thick head here. Oh, and a turkey. Go ahead
Turkey.
and-
You're going to be
just-
making us some Thanksgiving dinner. I do realize that day is coming up fast.
coming up real fast, Mr. Milo. Mr. Beardo does know how to chef up some good Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm going to check along here for some letters and telegrams. When you're ready, I advise one of you talk to this gentleman here and find an occupation. We shall accompany you to make sure everything goes fine.
I do have myself an elk skin right here. Picked up myself some venison.
I didn't mean to do that, sir. I'm very sorry.
Very well. Well, as we wait for Mr. Beardo to finish up his skinning over there, I have a telegram as well from a Miss Dr. Rachel Lindbergh, who wishes to say, "Long Johns and Gold Bars better be the name of y'all's next country album."
Oh, I like the sound of that one.
Long Johns, I believe
Long
you're
John's
referring
and
to
Gold
our
Barnes.
half-naked friend over there.
I do
You'd
believe
be right there.
a half-naked friend carrying some gold bars. That there is a country man in the making.
Well,
Yeah,
I
like-
have a telegram right here that mentions, I started this journey. This is from Big Rocker. I started this journey wanting Beardo to turn Mr. Milo towards the life of an outlaw. Now I wish to see Mr. Milo turn these scoundrels towards the light.
I reckon it's about to storm out here, guys.
That there was one mighty clap of thunder.
All right, we do have another follower of our adventures here. Mr. Beardo did just receive another follower here from Tat in Wonderland. Just followed FearTheBeardo. So
I didn't miss anything up, sir.
and here
I
we
wonder
go.
if you gentlemen gonna take a job from this fella. I'm in no need of extra currency right now. Although I think that you two probably have more need than me.
Perhaps, but before we get on with that, did Mr. Beardo just say that he had a stalker following him?
I got a few new stalkers here, Mr. Milo and Mr. Anus. We got two stalkers here, Tat in Wonderland and a Hans von Butterdutch. Just
I ain't
follow
seen no
Mr.
stalkers.
Beardo.
Where are these stalkers at?
I believe.
I ain't seen nobody. Is it this man here?
Yes, this man right here.
See,
There's
stalker.
only
Yes.
one man here, and he is indeed a bit of a shifty fellow. I've had only problems with him, I believe. If very well could be the case, but then again, might as well give him a second chance if he is stalking.
Well,
You are both great and mighty gentlemen. I believe you have nothing to fear from him in his silly hat.
I do declare that you must be right, but I do have another telegram, this one from a Mr. Drunk 3PO himself, who says, I don't understand what they are saying. He does not understand what we are saying. Are we not being clear?
Mr. Drunk 3PO. Now that's a name I have not heard in a long time.
Must have been one of your drinking friends, I believe.
I
Maybe
do
back in
believe
the
so.
day. Probably.
And he apparently does have this game as well. He just wanted to let y'all know that.
That is very nice. I hope that he will stop by sometime and maybe join us one of these days. But then again, that might make another meme of him, so I guess it's up to him.
Well, there is a robot in the game that I came across up north. Maybe you can play as that there robot.
A robot.
Robot.
There was
That's
indeed.
very peculiar.
I came across a gentleman in Saint Denis making these little battleships that were remote controlled, and he asked me for some additional help. And he sent me up to his cabin up way north where he was doing lightning experiments to make a robot walk. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Unfortunately, that man there was murdered by his robot, and the robot is off wandering in the mountains there somewhere.
That's disgusting.
Is it possible for us to find this robot?
I am unaware if it is for us. Mr. Arthur Morgan was the one who primarily dealt with this individual, so I don't have
I've heard the tales.
particulars.
I've heard the tales of a Mr. Arthur Morgan.
Why are you taking my Yukon?
My apologies. I was not paying attention as well as I should have. I was distracted by Mr. Drunk 3PO asking who I was playing with and who my company members in my posse are. Here,
If
Mr.
his intoxication is affecting you, I suggest that you stay away from his breath.
I shall stay far away from Mr. Drunk 3PO's breath.
Now, would you like to talk to this gentleman now?
I shall talk to the gentleman and see if we can remain in the same universe this time.
Oh, this man, yes, you can stay in the same universe most of the time.
All right. Mr. Milo, I reckon have you spoken with this gentleman here?
I've not. I was going to participate and watch as one of you go about your way.
All right. I reckon I'll do the same thing. And we'll assist here, Mr. Anus, on his journey.
Very well. I believe that a recovery should be the most exciting adventure for us. Some return of some stolen their property.
I'm all about bringing justice.
Indeed.
Let
And
us
if it
see
takes
some
on
justice
some
in
killing
the
some
chat.
outlaws.
Okay.
I reckon
lady in here
Where-
pestering me
Is
So
this-
there are
about
some
her
outlaws I
husband
would
going
like
missing
to
in
put
the
a gun
Grizzlies
to.
east
I
of
agree.
Mount Hagen. Good to go investigate.
All
She
right.
looked like she was good for the money.
We are
Hell,
heading
maybe
east
I'll
of
even
Mount
get
Hagen
neutralized.
looking for a
Wouldn't hurt to
pestering
know.
sort of woman. Her husband had some stuff stolen from him, and we are to find out what this material is. East of Mount Hagen.
East of Mount Hagen.
Are we prepared
Mr.
to
Beardo,
venture
where
out?
have you gone to? Oh, there you are. We are
I'm right
following
here, Mr.
Mr.
Milo.
Johannes. By the
All
way,
right.
I understand that our bearded friend struggles with foreign accents, so my apologies, Mr. Johannes.
What's that?
No
Are
apology
you-
necessary.
He doesn't
Are you-
understand how to pronounce things like Johannes or Ahods.
Hordes. It's the town is called Rhodes.
Don't you try and correct me on my pronunciation there. You
Now,
can't
Mr.
pronounce
Milo.
Mr. Johannes's name, so
Now, Mr. Milo, do you see the irony in that? Telling me that I can't pronounce certain words, but you simply cannot pronounce the town of Rhodes.
that's
Well,
outright ludicrous. I am a very learned individual. I know how to pronounce words.
I would like to point
Every
out
letter
that
has
both
a
of-
sound.
I would like to point out that both of y'all are using my first name as my last name. Even you, Mr. Milo. My name is Johannes Beckett. So you're both
Beckett.
calling me the wrong thing. I am not Mr. Johannes.
Wait.
I'm Mr. Beckett. Johannes is but my first name that my mama gave me. Beckett is the name my papa gave me, account of his lineage.
Johannes
When did
Beckett.
you change your last
All right.
name to
Sounds
Beckett?
good, Mr. Anus.
I never did, in fact. I introduced myself to y'all as Johannes Beckett, but it was so
I remember
confusing
back about 10 years ago, you were going under a different name. You mean to tell me that was a lie?
Mr. Milo, are you telling me that you simply just did not remember your good friend, Mr. Anus's here's name?
I was trying to.
Oh my
appreciate
goodness! I reckon we're being attacked by a pack of wolves.
it. This is dangerous.
does appear so. I apologize.
That was a close one. Oh my goodness!
Go ahead and take some of this wolf mate here. Such a beautiful creature.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Oh,
I'm
beautiful.
sorry.
Now,
that-
hopefully,
That was. I'm
That
very
was
sorry.
horrifying.
I've seen this happen before. Please.
hopefully here we don't get any of them natives here see what
I
we're
can't
doing to their
deal with that.
beloved
So-
Can't
wolves
deal with
here.
that.
That was very sad indeed, Mr. Milo. That all right, killing a fearsome beast like that. Or should I need to take a nice lady nap?
It was that he was wounded. I don't know if it was by us. He was bleeding out and it was in serious pain.
Very well. Well, Dr. Rachel
I got no
Lindbergh,
problem taking skins, but that was cruel.
It's what needed to be done after they attacked us. But Dr. Rachel Lindbergh would like to know all our here names. I'm Mr. Johannes Beckett. I was an ex-sailor who, kind of worked with Mr. Milo over there during the war. And this here, Mr. Beardo, is just some random fellow we came across. I don't know where he's at. Mr. Beardo's up there, but Mr. Milo's right here.
Hey, Mr. Anus, I'll have you remember well that me and Mr. Milo have been going at this partnership here for quite some time now. It was you that we happened to randomly stumble across, Mr. Anus.
Technically, he showed up on a train and it was planned out for some time. He messaged me weeks ago.
Indeed. Well, I did
More
know
secrets, Mr. Milo. More secrets. I see.
I did know Mr. Milo an entire decade before you met him, so I do believe I've won. But my horse here is lame, and I must put her out of her misery.
No, don't
just
do
like-
that! No. I got medication for you.
I can't.
What is wrong with you?
I can't. I can't do it, Mr. 3PO. I
What?
can't do it, Mr. 3PO.
What
I'm
is
trying-
wrong with you?
What
I'm
happened?
trying,
That
Mr.
thing is
3PO.
still walking.
What happened here?
Mr. 3PO would like to send me a cashier's check in the mail if I put down my lame horse, but I'm incapable of doing so. I am pointing my gun right at it, and it will not let me pull the trigger.
Would you like me to do it for you?
Yes, please. Will that count? Wait. Mr. 3PO, will it count
You
if
men
Mr.
are
Beardo
evil.
does it? I want to see if that counts for Mr. 3PO. I hope it does.
Sorry,
Anyone
Kelpie.
that's in the chat who has the ability, put some civility out there.
My horse is down, Mr. 3PO. I do believe that was your request.
I did just revive your Mr. Kelpie for you.
Shut up. I don't want him to know that yet. I turned the camera away. I do believe I have several new telegrams from some unfamiliar folks, such as Disbit. I'm unfamiliar with yourself, but I shall laugh along with you. And the Guilt Man himself, Hail. And, Mr. 3PO has sent a telegram with the money check for $2.99. I believe he did like better that the fact that Beardo did the killing. So he upgraded his delivery, and I'm so thankful to him for doing so.
That is very generous indeed.
Very generous indeed. And it is a picture of a chicken doing a thumbs up. Came along with a little caricature of that.
That is amazing. That's the kind of technology that they are producing nowadays.
I see how it is that you ended up changing sides during the war. You don't have any trouble turning on your friends.
Well, my horse seems to be doing fine. Oh, Mr. 3PO wishes to rescind his gift of a money check upon the revival of my horse. I'm sorry. The delivery fees at the post office would take all the cost of returning. So my apologies, but the money is gone.
All right, Mr. Anus, where are we going?
We shall continue up this here pass. I apologize for not leading so well. And Dr. Rachel Lindbergh has jumped in to say with another telegram to Mr. 3PO, but it came to me instead. She says, no take backsies, Sheriff J. And I have a telegram from Raphael as well. Howdy, Raphael. Great to have you here. And I'm doing fantastic. But we are right here looking for some stolen property that some pushy woman is requesting. All right, we have 20 minutes before we freeze to death. We are looking in this area for some premium stolen merchandise.
Thank you, Miss Fit, for coming over and following these adventures. My apologies for what you have seen so far.
I do not see any stolen property in this here vicinity.
Is there any kind of heads up, any kind of clues that you have here, Mr. Anus?
I do not, besides that it is in the general facility of where I am now.
Whoa! Here we go. Oh my goodness! Outlaws!
Mr. Beardo is in trouble. I shall...
Outlaws! Whole band of them!
I am racing to your aid, Mr. Beardo. I believe I can make it up this here slope. All right, let's see if we can kill some here bandits.
What sort of crazy bandits are these?
I believe that is the last of them. Why don't we loot their corpses real fast?
That was very
I
quick
reckon
indeed.
that's a good idea.
Seem I might need to have something for my shooting eye.
I believe since I know the destination, I should take over the wagon driving.
That's advisable, so all I can say is we will defend you from behind.
I reckon, Mr. Anus, is this what the stolen goods you were looking for?
The stolen goods are right here.
All right, you'd love to hear that.
If you would like to check the lockbox of that here stagecoach to make sure there's not some additional loot that we can acquire.
I accidentally just took your Kelpie. I'm going to leave him here.
Very well. There's a lockbox on the back of that there that I just opened.
Oh!
Would you kindly steal their possessions?
What? Why am I going over to this fella?
I don't think we need to bring the body
civility
with
means
us.
I should take him off to the side there.
Beautiful. My thanks, Mr. Beardo. And it looks like
What'd you
I
find
have...
in there?
Ooh, anything goes.
Some baked beans, some canned vegetables.
Baked beans.
Yeah, some baked beans. I do like me some cans of baked beans.
Very well. Well, I have another telegram from a Mr. Misfit Gaming who says, Jed, Beardo's gold bars are mighty heavy. This is in addition to the weight of the rider. That poor horse is struggling in the snow. Maybe lighten Beardo's load if you follow my meaning. I will not be lightening your load, Mr. Beardo. I apologize, but your horse must carry the load that you now set for it. Mine is hefting quite a lot as well. See that there pelt there? That is a heavy pelt.
I'm okay with that. I think I'm going to take this hat here. Can I put on this hat? Nope.
Are there any hats that appeal to your liking as well, Mr. Milo?
Go ahead and see if I can.
None
take
of these
easy
hats
fat.
would actually last more than a few minutes, I believe.
Very well. Well, the grumpy old vaping gamer would like to say mid-game algorithmic comment as well. Hail, Mr. Grumpy old vaping gamer. All right, Mr. Milo, aren't thou prepared to depart?
I'm ready. Let us get out of this rain.
Mr. Beardo seems
What's
to be
all
under
that gunfire?
fire. Is Mr. Beardo, are you under fire?
I'm my goodness.
What's going on there?
I'm helping out.
Helping out.
Yeah.
Why do I have a strange suspicion that wasn't actually helping?
All right.
I don't believe murdering horses is a fine way to go about helping out, but who am I to judge?
Murdering horses? You
No,
never, ever hurt or take a man's wife, his dog, or his horse.
Now, I reckon Mr. Anus did just a few short minutes ago personally ask me to kill his steed. And then I revived it after.
That was under the promise of monetary gain. It's okay to throw away your morals for monetary gain there, Mr. Beardo. But what monetary gain did you gain from shooting at them their horses?
They were going to be stuck up here, Mr. Anus. They were going to be stuck up here in the cold, and I reckon I put them out of their misery.
Altruism is another good reason to forfeit your morals. I do believe that getting shot on the head is a much less fearsome fate than freezing to death attached to a wooden box.
See? There you go.
I'd rather cut them loose.
I'm under fire. I'm under fire.
Oh, my goodness.
I do believe
Isn't
we
that
have
ironic?
dispatched them.
I was trying to aim, and unfortunately, targets were appearing over your heads.
Yes.
It's almost as if the universe is telling us to bugger off.
I was trying to aim at their bandits right there, but kept wanting me to aim at your head there, Mr. Anus.
Well, I've never
I
liked
would
my
if I
face
said
myself.
that,
I
yeah.
do believe I have a very shootable face, so no hard feelings.
Believe me,
A face and only mother.
his commanding officer would actually put him in front of the troops and say, I want to show you all how bad of shots you are. Take shots at Mr. Johannes. And they kept firing and missing.
Now that story sounds just made up.
It might have been stretched a little.
Yeah, my fellow crewmates, they try to shoot at me just like Mr. Milo's talking about, but that they're rocking to the boat made aiming virtually impossible.
Man, I'll tell you what. I used to rock the boat back in my day. Oh, here we go. More bandits.
Oh, I have killed a horse on accident. I did not truly mean to kill that there horse. He got in the way, and oh my god, his legs are up in the air begging for mercy.
Oh, my goodness.
He's really dead.
There's a message here from Big Rig Rocker that mentions Mr. Beckett's face is a great example of the horrors of war.
So said the
Misfit
last woman
Gamer
who told me
mentions
to bed.
also. Misfit Gamer also mentions, my lord, the holy trinity of wife, dog, and steed. You must protect them at all costs. Sometimes it takes a personal experience to make you so solely determined to preserve that sacred trinity.
I have.
All right, Mr. Anus.
I have.
Are
a
we getting
telegram
closer?
here. We
All right.
are actually arriving as we speak. My vision has gone all cut up. I can't see as much, but it seems like someone's talking to me.
The vision's gone crazy like.
It has indeed. I can't see like a third of my upwards and a third of my downward. But it's all better
Third
now.
of you upwards and third of you downwards.
Now that just sounds
What are you
silly.
referring to?
I can look up and find, but my eyesight just contracted down in a weird ratio.
You taking those
BR
magic mushrooms
Jason
again?
has left a telegram around here that says, I wish I loved anything as much as Mr. Johannes loves killing horses.
I ain't no loving, no killing horses. I just have reason to kill horses for some
Mr.
reason.
Beckett,
Really
you have
close
a bad
together.
reputation. I would be careful.
I don't have a brush. My horse needs brushing, and apparently I don't
I've
want
been-
a brush.
I've been looking for a brush myself. I can't seem to find one.
I believe a stables would be the proper place to look for such an item.
I could use a trip.
I
to the
looked
stables,
in
too.
stables. I couldn't find anything of substance over there.
Would you find yourself, Mr. Beardo? Is that there a turkey for Thanksgiving?
More turkey breast for us, gentlemen.
Very good
Look.
indeed.
Let's see here. I do have a few telegrams that I might have missed back in the back there during all that action, but a brand new one just came in from a CISPO saying, "Is it sheriff or deputy or outlaw Beardo McBeardson? Whatever the case, how's it going? It's going. It's going." You what? How dare you spit at me? Take it back here, Mr. Johannes, Mr. Anus. What are you doing? You dare to make an enemy out of me?
I have no wish to anger you, my friend.
All right, that's what I
I
thought.
just need to spit sometimes, and if it spits in your general direction, that is of no intended offense.
All right, I'll remember that when I'm not fucking your wife.
Be a
That
miracle.
is, again, trespassing on one of the sacred, very sacred aspects of every man's life. How dare you even insinuate such things?
Hey, Mr. Milo, I specifically said when I'm not doing it. I believe a pack of wolves is upon us over here to the north.
Be
Oh my
careful
goodness!
what you say.
Oh my goodness!
That is perversion.
Mr. Milo, I don't even have a wife, so if he's doing her, that means I get a wife in this equation. So I'm more than happy for him to say such horrible things if that means I get a wife out of it.
That is a very, I would say, sick way to go about it, but I can understand your sentiments.
Perhaps. I've been spending too much time with a Mr. Kevin Smith and a Mr. Jack. I can't remember his last name, but he's got a fancy beard too.
Now, Mr. Milo,
I'm
I
very
reckon you
certain, Big
apologize and
Riker,
take-
you might be true.
and take back exactly what you just said.
I'm not taking anything back there. I said what I needed to say. I've seen a great many atrocities committed by you, too. You know, I've been thinking about it. Before I end up putting a bullet in either of your two heads, I'm leaving. You
Oh, is
sicken
that
me.
right, Mr. Milo? Well, I reckon Mr. Anus here had shared a little bit of information earlier that you had fought on the side of the Confederacy them many years ago. What?
I apologize. I was meaning to damn you.
I do not apologize. All right, Mr. Anus.
Mr.
That's for-
Beardo,
that
I
is
just
for
brought this
shooting at the
man
earlier.
back from the brink of death and you decide to cap?
Mr. Anus, you were the one that had told me that he was fighting on the side of the Confederacy them years ago. Now, if that's true,
I don't know how he came to join it. I also fought for the Confederacy, but I was press gang, so maybe he was press gang too.
and now I reckon, what are you doing with his body there, Mr. Anus?
I was looking for some fire, but apparently I don't have any fire. I was going to do a nice little funeral for him here. But I guess we should leave him and see whatever happens to him come later. But apparently a telegram believes that I should go look for a wife while we mourn this here friend. I do believe we should head down to Valentine and look for me a missus, if that's all right with you, Mr. Beardo.
Hey, I'm okay with that. I'll look for a missus here myself. But
Very
I do
well.
have plans. I do have plans for this here corpse.
Indeed.
I do have some new telegrams here for myself from a first-time telegrammer, from a here drunk for a night, saying what happened to God of War. Well, right here we are, as you can see, we're venturing off in the old Wild West with my friend here, Mr. Anus. Now, why can I not lasso up this here corpse of our once friend, Mr. Milo, who had turned his back on us?
I've got it.
You've got it.
Be a problem with you, though. You want to try
All
again?
right. All right. Let's see here. Oh. Yeah, I don't got him. But you got him. Should I try again? Here we go. Let's try again. We got him. All right. Lead the way here, Mr. Anus.
All right. We're looking for a missus. My telegrams say that I need a wife, and I believe I need a wife, but this wife will not be spending any of her nightly times here with Mr. Beardo. I can guarantee that for you, Mr. Beardo, so don't get any ideas by the fact that I'm taking you to find a wife means that you're getting my wife, too.
Oh, absolutely not. I was just joking back there. I specifically said I wouldn't do it.
Very well. How is Mr. Milo dealing with this here journey?
Oh, he's doing just fine. He's doing just fine here.
I really hope he doesn't just wake up from this and with a sore headache and be quite upset with you.
I got a telegram here from a Mr. B.R. Jason saying, so Beardo canceled him for past deeds. Hey, I have personal vendetta against those who have fought on the side of the Confederacy.
I have a telegram from an old friend of mine, a Mr. Grumpy Old Vaping Gamer, and he seems to be under the impression that I wanted to be a Mr. Cavill's wife. I will not speak of such scandalous affairs. I shall not be a Mr. Henry's wife. Mr.
Mr. Henry's wife, yes.
You all right?
I'm good. I almost got bucked off my horse here.
Where
I reckon
did Milo go?
Mr. Milo, he said he was leaving us. So I put a bullet in his head.
Only way out is the highway.
Yes,
Highway to hell.
The highway to hell. And I reckon that's probably where Mr. Milo was going after he had shot that bullet and whizzed it past me and hit me in the shoulder.
Dastardly indeed. All the tarnations a man can do, shooting a buddy is not the best, at least from my experience.
Not very wise.
Once we get round this here chasm, I do believe we shall be nearly to the town of Valentine to find me a missus.
All right. Go ahead and try to find me one too here.
What establishment would be the best way to pick up here some random lass? Do you think the saloon, or would those be less than reputable broads?
I mean,
Perhaps-
we can check out the town if you like.
Perhaps the church would be a better way to find a reputable woman to carry my seed.
Now I'll tell you what. That's what my mama always said, and it didn't work out for me when I found my first wife. That she happened to be a horse diver.
A
A horse
diaper.
hide diaper. Yes, I reckon.
That is a dastardly secret to discover upon a marriage.
And here we go.
Ooh, is that some undergarments?
Now, I reckon, does this town of Valentine here have a staple?
A stable? It does indeed.
It does indeed. Ah, here we go.
Been a while.
All right,
Haven't been seeing another butcher, have you?
here we go.
Well, I was just with the pastor.
Let's sell some stuff before I find a wife. I need to be able to pay for her fancy meals and stuff.
Coming by with these lately.
All right, I reckon I'd do the same thing.
Everyone
A
with
butcher.
rifle been hunting these of late. A lot of
What can I
folks
sell
coming by
here?
with these lately.
Can I sell many things? I can't sell any of my actual personable goods. Only looks like I could resell some stuff that I've. Oh, here we go. I do have my pelt over here.
Do I get a profit for cutting that pelt up?
Now, I did help you back on that mission back there, and I actually found where those outlaws are.
Very well, that is your cut. Is that their pretty pelt?
Young lady found a ruby as big as your knuckle buried in her backyard.
What?
Now, y'all hear that? Who's this woman with a ruby that she found in her backyard? I'm marrying that one.
All right, just sold that pelt there for $5 whole.
Let me see. Are these a marriage women? No, these are old broads. I don't care, even if they do got rubies.
And I had stepped into this stable over here, see if I can purchase myself a horse.
Ma'am?
My horse.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Oh, ma'am! Wah! That man has the face of a horse. Any other ladies just perusing about?
Now, why are these locked for me here? Why can I not? Oh my goodness, some of these horses are expensive. A racehorse. Let's see if I can purchase myself a racehorse. What in the tarnation?
I better not take my hair repeater into the saloon.
Now, what level am I here? It looks like I have to be a certain level here. I do have a few new telegrams here from Dominic the Rider saying, "Hey, Mr. Beardo, how's it going, Dominic the Rider? Good to hear from you." Damn it! Forgot to look and check out what my level was.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
What's my
Howdy.
level here?
How's it going, tough guy?
Oh, very well indeed. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. That was not what I meant.
Stop it already.
Sorry, ma'am. How
Oh.
you doing?
Here we go.
Doing all right?
What is my here level? I'm level 10. Only a level 10?
Ma'am. I believe I have caught up because I'm a level 9.
All right, now let's see what horses here I can buy at a level 10.
This here
Horses.
lady's just ignoring me.
Mister.
Managed owned horses. Well, I don't have any owned horses here. I'd like to buy a horse. A riding horse. Here. What about
Howdy,
this
ma'am.
Kentucky? Oh, I can buy these horses here. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I did not mean to disturb you. I did not realize your advanced age. I shall depart and bid you adieu.
I like some of these horses here. A Morgan, a Tennessee Walker, or a Kentucky Saddler.
Man, that lady was ugly. Let's see if we can find any in these here
A
hotels.
draft horse. Oh my goodness. What is a draft horse? Now what does that even mean?
It's a horse meant for farming.
Ha
A big one
Wise
to carry
man.
the plow.
wise man. Now some of these I'm just simply not high enough level to a superior horse. An Arabian. Ooh, here we go.
Them's the finest horses in the entire world. Perhaps it is good that these here ladies keep their doors locked. Probably a good call, but unfortunately for me.
I can buy myself a red chestnut Arabian horse for 10 gold bars.
I'm a little shy. I think I'm gonna need a shot of whiskey to talk to these ladies.
Now, I reckon I only have 12 gold bars. You think it's worth it for me to buy this Arabian horse for 10 gold bars?
As long as a horse can move and walk, I don't think a expensive horse is much different than a cheap horse. So it's up to you, but I'd say that's quite a lot of that there gold. Ooh, pretty lady. Rosy of cheek, fair maiden.
Hello, you.
Hello
Rosie of cheek,
yourself.
fair maiden.
Hello
Howdy.
yourself.
Morning, mister.
Morning. Are you of the single disposition and needing of a man to take care
Oh.
of you? Slap you on the bottom while you're cooking? Oh, you are.
I just claimed this horse for free.
Step
Now,
away.
how did I do that?
Business.
Ma'am, there is no need to get snippy with me. I shall depart if that's what you want, but damn.
See, can I?
She's selling drugs and she's mad at me for scaring away her clientele.
What about a Tennessee Walker?
Wow.
Oh, this Tennessee Walker here is. I might reckon I'd go with the Tennessee Walker. Oh, yeah.
Very fine steed.
Here we go.
No ladies in here.
All right. Reckon I'll buy this horse here. Or should I just try to get a free one? I can get a free horse here.
Best horses are free.
I suppose you might be right.
All right, let's check out Mr. Beardo's mama's theory of finding a girl in church. They locked the church. Why'd they do that? Ooh, there's a pretty lass. Perhaps she won't yell at me like the last.
All right. I got myself a horse.
Mister?
Finally.
Oh, ma'am, go and buy. Holy moly, ma'am. Have a good day off by yourself.
Look at these saddles. Oh, my goodness. That is a beautiful saddle. Unbelievable. Holy crap. It is very expensive, though. Now, how about this here saddle? That was even more expensive. What about this one? Oh, my goodness.
Miss Lady
Where
B,
can
you
I just
have
find myself
a
a cheap
great
saddle?
night.
Good. I'll meet you there.
Sick if you chew too much. Take as much as you need. Sure, what you got?
I'd like to buy now. Come on, doctor.
Come on, doctor. The general store. I'm going to take a peek here in the general store here. See what I can find. Hey. Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Who's that? I reckon I just heard some voice that I've heard before.
Did you indeed?
A loud one.
Surprised those ain't sold out yet. Usually go quick.
I hear a voice too. Is it God?
I reckon I hear a voice out there.
The voice of God is telling me something nuts.
Folks in Valentine live twice as long as anywhere else in the state. That's no coincidence.
It's very scary. Very scary indeed. Just switch that. No?
Peter cartridges. Here we go. Need myself some repeaters.
You know, Valentine's seen its fair share of famous gunslingers. My cousin
Arrows.
Some scrapes here back in the day.
Got
I
some
reckon I
damn-
kind of want to go to the saloon. Horse care. Okay. Horse care.
Done.
See here. Some horse medicine.
I believe I spent enough. Oh, Alaska. In game. I believe the ghost of the past is talking to me.
I believe he is too, I reckon. He's talking about his terrible aim. I'm gonna head here into the saloon because I'd like to buy myself a drink.
Despite my
Best stock doctor in all
over
New
here.
Hanover.
I'm not locating consequences.
Wait a sec. You can't.
Hey, it's my good friend. Wait, who's that? Is that a friend?
Ask your agent
Heaven
here.
help them.
That is not my friend.
I hear the voice, but I see no body.
What is your damn problem?
I'm here in the saloon here, Mr. Ramos.
Oh,
What in tarnations? You,
I do believe Mr. Milo is alive and well, if a little ghosty.
Type 2.
Go ahead and take a drink of this whiskey. Drink some
Mr.
whiskey.
Milo, you are alive once more and no longer ghostly. My friend, how's it been going? I've been missing you. You missed my wedding.
Your wedding. Last I checked, you left me for dead with a bullet in my head.
We sent telegrams
If it
of
wasn't for
love.
my uncle's
Oh my
death,
gosh!
If it wasn't for that there miracle medicine of snake oil, I would have been dead long ago.
We sent you well wishes and hope of recovery.
Why are all those people running like that?
Mr. Beardo causing a scene that in that there's saloon.
This do not come in here. Somebody attacked me. Mr. Carl Rudston attacked
Why
me.
Do I have a terrible feeling?
They attacked me. They attacked me in here. Carl Rudston, he stole my hat.
Theodore has a terribly loud voice. Put in my ears, unlike you.
Stole my fucking hat.
Oh my, is there anyone left alive in that there saloon?
They killed everybody, including me. They killed everybody in there, including me.
I see someone talk. Someone's
This
alive
is
in
a
there.
reminder of why I took my leave. What is
Mr.
wrong with you? Stop being such a bloody savage.
I was attacked, Mr. Milo. I will not be hearing any of this kind of nonsense.
I have recovered Mr. Beardo's corpse. Shall we try to
Stay
revive him?
down. Wait, that's Mr. Beardo's. And who's this?
Oh, nope. He's just a phantom. He's gone now.
Where'd this one come? So if I drop him like this, would he disappear?
I don't believe so. And I'm
Still
running
acting
away.
Ah, man.
I believe this here friend is trying to light a funeral pyre for Mr. Beardo. Thank you, ma'am. Quite a nice thing you did for our friend, giving him a nice funeral pyre. And that was quite scary, if I do say so myself. And Mr. Milo is once again shot.
Well, yeah, I'm not just going to let him shoot me in for dead. Well, I didn't do nothing.
Can we burn this body too, ma'am? No? Oh, thank you. This here ma'am is helping me burn y'all's corpses and send you off in a fitting fashion. She does it in such a decorative way as well, spreading the oil in a circle around you.
These almonds sure are tasty.
Oh, that there's beautiful. Mr. Milo would love that.
I got here a telegram from a Kobe's 1238 saying they them killed you, and the echo is because they're talking in game.
Yeah. Once we get close to each other, I turn off Discord to solve that. I think she wants to make sure you're dead, Mr. Milo.
This is the person that killed me that was shooting at me.
She gave you a nice send-off, and she gave Mr. Milo a nice send-off as well. And is liking Mr. Milo's body flopping around.
Drugs here.
Mr. Milo is finally burning. It's so purty. I believe he's burning. I believe you got him. You sure as hell got him.
Are they talking back to you?
Oh, no. This here lady just put 7 Molotov cocktails on his corpse. And, well, they're poisonous gases, too. I need to walk away. Yeah, but, yeah, she threw 7 Molotov cocktails at Mr. Milo's corpse just to make sure he was there dead after shooting him like 20 times. There's a cloud of gases or something over his body. I believe he made a stink upon his departure.
I'd steer well clear of him.
My apologies.
No need to point that, huh?
I reckon we
Now-
go try to catch up with Mr. Milo.
Now she's throwing axes at Mr. Milo.
Oh, no.
Like, a lot of them. I think she really doesn't like Mr. Milo. Holy moly, she is pulling them out of somewhere. Her hoo-ha or something. There's like 20 axes in Mr. Milo now. Now they're knives. Oh, no, back to axes. How does she have so many?
How does she have so many? Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you, Mr. Beardo.
All right.
And, yeah, you see all them?
Why'd you try to shoot me there in that bar back there? You have my friend here, Mr. Milo, AlaskaJeff, trying to shoot me dead in the street. I reckon, Carl, I do not appreciate you shooting me back in that bar here.
Nope. Proceed. I don't want you to interrupt. Desecrate that there corpse as much as you like.
Good Lord.
I warned you all about the cycle of violence.
We ain't the ones committing the violence here, Mr. Milo. It's this here lady putting all sorts of crap into your corpse. We're just in shock and awe about how much she can pull out of nowhere to shove it in you. And her
That's right,
hatred,
Mr. Milo.
her hatred of you is unparalleled. Oh, now she's attacking Mr. Beardo now. She's attacking Mr. Beardo now. And she is the one who killed you.
I'm an innocent man. You can come here in this bar and take a look at my blood stain on this wooden floor here. I am not the violent one.
Mr. Beardo's voice is about twice as loud as I would expect it to be.
Might want to go ahead and turn me down in Discord.
I have you muted. I shall change things around.
Man, I have never seen a woman with such hatred for anyone, Mr. Milo. Would you like some revenge?
Oh my God!
Vengeance is a very dangerous act.
Mr. Beardo, there's been an explosion. She threw some dynamite at your corpse, Mr. Milo. She does not like you. Oh my God. There's nothing left but bloody bits and a tomahawk.
It's back there, Mr. Beckett. I think the experiment has been discovered, and its weaknesses have been found.
Oh my goodness! He just blew himself up over there.
Who did?
I reckon this guy did over here.
Mr. Beardo and Mr.
Where's-
Beckett, you might want to follow me.
Let me call Ripper.
I think we need to run away from this here crazy woman with the explosive arrows who has it out for your corpses.
I do have myself here some tomahawks.
I also picked up some of those.
Where's Ripper? Oh, there he is. Here we go.
Hell doth hath no fury like a woman scorned, according to Mr. Grumpy Old Vaping Gamer, and I believe he is correct, because holy moly, this here lady hates you, Mr. Beardo. What'd you do to her? Did you marry her and then run away, or some other thing with a marriage-like situation?
Follow me to the northeast, gentlemen.
I'm getting Kelpie, and I'm on my way.
I can tell you, I was just in that there saloon, just drinking my whiskey, and then she had come up to me, punched me, stabbed me, then shot me in the head. And then as soon as I came back to life, Mr. Milo went and blamed me for all the nonsense, and then shot me dead in the street.
And Mr. Milo has also just shown up, insulted us, and then said, "Follow me." I believe we need an explanation of where we're going.
I need an explanation of why I should trust Mr. Milo again, after all of these accusations.
I need an explanation for why he missed my wedding.
I want to know why it
wasn't
is
me.
that you all are causing death and suffering out here.
I ain't killed nobody. I swear. Well, gravity
His wife,
killed somebody.
his wife died of natural causes.
She did,
from what I
indeed.
remember.
I didn't do nothing. I haven't killed nobody. Mr. Beardo was only acting in self-defense, but he did kill some folks. That there he did. But I ain't
I
done nothing.
saw the opposite in that town.
Mr. Milo, to
And
be
I
fair,
know
you were not
him
in that
far
town.
too good.
You were not in that town long enough to see what's been going on.
Hello.
I saw what you did to me.
Hello. Shut the fuck up. We're here on a mission.
What mission?
Like I said, move to the northeast.
This here fella was mean to us, and now he expects us to apologize to him.
This here mister was mean to us, shooting us dead in the street, making crazy accusations, and then said, follow me.
Your voice again, my bearded friend, is about twice as loud in this world than it should be.
Yeah, right. Well, you better take care of them then.
I believe that their Aussie is correct. Where are we going, Mr. Milo? Do you find some treasure to go after,
want
some loot?
Want an explanation from you two.
We just got yo-hoed. What does yo-ho mean?
I believe they're catcalling us there, Mr. Anus.
Well, I believe
That is a very common term for lumberjacks.
I bring news from God and Jesus.
He speaks
He's
to
probably
you.
calling down damnation on you two.
He talks to me. Oh, ah!
What the fuck?
Head on out.
No, what world just happened there?
I don't believe God's speaking through this here woman.
Oh my gosh!
I killed a woman. I thought it was the Jesus man.
No, are you guys okay? Why did you guys throw yourself over that ledge over here?
Did it for Jesus.
You did it, Jesus! Oh my gosh!
Help! Help!
Again, my bearded friend, your audio is atrocious. You might want to fix it before long.
Mr. Milo, I believe it's
It
not.
is
I believe it
painful
is
to
not on my
listen
end.
to.
Mr.
It's
Beardo, it's
in-game.
because, you're doing both in-game and Discord simultaneously, and so
Correct. Yes.
we hear double on you.
And
Absolutely.
your in-game audio is very, very, very loud. I'm not talking about a certain other technology. Somehow I think that was divine justice there.
There was fire. There's fire.
There was no divine justice there. Zero divineness.
All right, I'll just hang
You
out
just
and wait for it all.
spontaneously combusted.
Where'd y'all go?
I'm over here. Colin, what?
Are you fighting with that Jesus?
He's on
man?
Ripper.
The Jesus man stole Ripper?
They're on Ripper.
It's all good.
I believe he said it's all good.
You get back here. Let the suck on that horse.
I have killed 2 women now in a span of a few moments, but Mr. Milo should be assuaged that they attacked us first. And we should run,
They've
Mr.
been
Beardo.
attacking us first.
Hey, Hollywood man, you want to truce? Truce, man, truce. Ah!
That wasn't me. I apologize.
Consider that a truce.
The voices in my head, I appreciate your civility.
Now we truce.
We truce after you kill me? I don't know about that.
Yes,
Kill me
indeed,
twice, mate.
Big Rig Riker. I believe we found the fatal flaw.
I suppose you're right. I parlayed.
All right, Mr. Milo. Where are we headed? Where are you at? Mr. Milo. Mr. Milo.
Maybe you men should just come over to the northwest, like I said.
Well, I've been trying to. Now I'm at a different part of the map. I'm working my way back. Are you all at the Dakota River? I can meet you all at the Dakota River where it says Dakota on a map.
I just passed the Dakota River, I believe. Like, just crossed it.
I'm far to the south, heading north to rejoin you fellas.
It is a mere 7 degrees Celsius up here. Is that cold? I only know my degrees in Fahrenheit.
Ah! There's a bear!
A bear? A bear?
A bear. A big
okay?
old fella. Well, I stood my ground and he's not attacking. He's just wants to be pet, I think.
He wants to be pet.
Yeah, he's just hanging out now. Yeah, he ain't doing shit. Oh, now he's killing me.
Even the bears have to eat.
He's just hanging around, walking around me in circles, unoffensive like, and then all of a sudden he tried to take a bite out of me. All right, I'm heading back. It is a Canadian bear indeed, Mr. Raphael. It's the only thing that explains such aggression so close to the town of Valentine.
All right, now tell me if my end game... Oh, wait. Can you guys hear me speaking game, or am I out of proximity?
It is much better. My
I
ears
believe-
are not bleeding as much.
I believe you are out of my proximity because I did not hear the in-game portion of their statement, but I believe I am approaching you.
I'm
approaching
passing
somebody.
across the
Oh,
river.
Here we go.
We have rejoined forces, my friends. It is great
All
to be
right.
back as a gang. Mr. Milo, we did miss you as much as we may bluster and blunder about with such big guffawing, but we do miss you, my friend.
I need an explanation from you two.
I need an explanation for all these accusations.
Your actions demand an explanation.
My actions for dying dead in the street and being attacked
For
in the saloon
killing
do not
people.
require any
This all
explanation.
began when you ended up gunning me down.
I ain't killed nobody who didn't shoot at me first, so I'm not explaining nothing but that. But Mr.
Absolutely.
Beardo,
I'm
correct.
not talking about you.
Mr.
I have
Milo
my
did happen
problems
to
with
take
you,
shots
but
at
right
me
now,
first.
I have problems with my bearded friend here.
Oh,
Mr.
very
Milo
well.
did shoot at me first. Took a shot right at me, whizzed right past my beard.
That is true. I did witness such an
It
event.
is very interesting. Have you ever heard the story of how a spark burned down the house? A spark, when flamed into a larger torrent of fire, happens when people blow on it. My friend, you like to blow on embers, turning them into raging fires. that engulf everybody.
Friend Mr. Anus here said, I ain't shoot at nobody that had shoot at me first.
Like I said, you are a wind that turns embers into fires. These demons you face are of your own making. That is why you had no trouble gunning me down in an instant. Not once, not twice, but many times over our time together.
Now, Mr. Milo, I'm just going to have to agree to disagree with you. All right.
Your intelligence
Where you got
is
that?
very strange.
Yeah, sure. I'm
Somehow
taking
I
your
feel
time down
this
there.
is going to end up not going so well for us in the future.
Where are we at here? Where are we heading?
I see I'm not going to get any sort of response out of you other than adrenaline. So, might as well put that adrenaline into something else. Mr. Beckett, would you give us a vector and we will head that way?
Anything in particular you're looking for?
I'm fine with whatever you come up with.
Oh. It's another stranger down at their Wallace station, but we already did that. Perhaps there's a bounty that you would like to go and search for back in Valentine, but I don't have a license to do that, so that would be up to you two.
I reckon we find you a second wife here, since your first one so tragically had passed away.
I only believe in one marriage for one lifetime, my friend. There was only one woman for me, and she is tragically gone. I shall
I respect that.
be single, yet not celibate for the rest of my life.
I do have a telegram here from a Mr. Rolling Chair saying, howdy, Mr. Beardo. How's it going, Rolling Chairs?
Right now, I see there's a certain Mama Watson off to our west. Let us go over and
Mama
see
Watson?
what she needs.
I knew a Mr. Watson in the war. Perhaps this is his mama. That was a strange little squirrely fella. I don't reckon it'd probably be good to come across his mother because, oh boy, he's a funny fella. And I imagine his mother felony funny too.
I can't say that I encountered this fella
Thank you.
before. Do describe.
Mama Watson. I see where we're going now.
It was a Mr. Brian Watson. He served aboard the USS Indefatigable alongside me for only a couple months. He would go to the top of that there center mast and just scream out to the world Shakespeare for some odd reason. He believed that a speech done by a Mr. Henry the V would give us deliverance in any combat that was initiated. He believed that such speeches as once more into the breach were what sailors needed to hear. It was very odd behavior. When the captain spoke to him about this odd behavior, he merely said, I do as the bard does guide me. I never understood such book learning, but if any other scholar that I come across is of his inclination, I believe we should steer well clear. And if his mama's the one who taught him about this here bard fella, I'm not looking forward to what she's spouting. Perhaps there's some, what was the other one called? Some shrew. There's some shrew, I think, in the bard's work, and maybe she's a shrew.
The shrew?
I understand that parents can be very different than their children. Our bearded friend is proof of that. So I'm willing to give her a chance.
Perhaps.
Maybe she does have a great need of help. If she's out here by herself, then honestly, I have pity for her.
Well, if she does turn out to be a shrew, I believe our friend Mr. Beardo can tame her right up. Tame that shrew.
You're damn right.
Somehow, I think that my intentions of giving a kind remark got twisted into some sort of perversion.
No, I believe that's what the bard called it. His here play about the shrew was called the taming of the shrew. So I was making a reference of the little knowledge I had about the bard.
Very well.
Likewise.
I'm familiar with that tale. And just a second. That is actually a mighty fine elk. If thinking I already have one on my horse, maybe you all can carry it for me.
I believe we need some dinner, so might as well hunt this here elk.
I'm still upset that I lost my hat back there when I was just so wrongfully attacked in that saloon. She stole my hat.
She's a crazy lady. They're no speaking for understanding what they've been thinking. Is that their man shooting at us too?
No, that was me making a miss. Unfortunately.
Kind of like this guy's hat.
Sweet.
Oh!
There we go.
Want his hat?
I do kind of want his hat.
You have a horse in which you can help me carry this hide.
I do indeed. I shall be with you presently. Toss that there load on me.
It's a decent elk hide. It's not great, but it is something.
I'd like to see if
Too
Mr.
bad we
Beardo
can't.
got his hat.
What do you mean got his hat?
He took a liking to a hat that was just randomly sitting on the side of the road. And so he went after that hat that was just randomly sitting there. So I wonder if he made it all the way to where that hat was.
Nah, I reckon I ain't gonna get that hat.
I'm troubled by this.
What's this here? Magnifying glass? What can I get here? Is this goodies?
That there bird cage? Oh, there's a madam. Hello, ma'am.
I'm far too
What
late
here
right
happened?
now. I need to leave for strawberry shortly.
I'm heading on over to Mama Watson.
This pretty lady needs
I
help.
like that.
Hello, ma'am.
You're in a good mood.
I am indeed, Harriet.
I like your
Harriet?
That's her name.
Why do I got a bad
I'm
feeling here?
glad you're not afraid to impress yourself.
I think I might have been hasty in saying I only ever want one wife.
There we go. Found my hat.
Don't
Ah!
please.
My apologies, ma'am. I meant to.
Oh my gosh.
Keep that energy in check, or I'll make you leave.
What does
I meant
this
to do
woman
that.
want from me?
I recognize this woman. She was one strange lady we
This-
met a while back.
I'm helping a stranger. This stranger this week. Oh!
Quite a naturalist role. Obviously,
This
I am
woman-
no naturalist.
This woman just pulled a gun. She said, I have a bad leg. And she goes, can you take me into town? And I said, yeah, sure. I'll help you out. Oh,
Mr.
and look,
Milo,
her friends are surrounding me. Bad guys, outlaws, bandits, all of the above.
Mr.
not
Milo, did Miss Harriet give you a quest to undertake for chivalry?
She did not. I apparently don't have the ability to take any of those missions.
We are surrounded by some outlaws.
Are we now?
Yes,
As I take a bullet in the shoulder from Mr. Beckett.
I do not believe I there shot you. I'm shooting outlaws.
Right now,
More
your
bandits, more
color
bandits.
changed to red.
More bandits. We were ambushed. I actually just got an
What in
achievement set for
tarnation is
surviving
that
an
about?
ambush.
I was getting shot from behind, and the only red dot was yours. I apologize, Mr. Milo. That was not of intent. I just saw a red dot, and I was getting shot from behind, so I shot behind.
logically.
I've got Ripper here with me. Oh, there you are.
All right.
Peter.
Hey, thanks for keeping an eye out on Ripper for me.
There's a pretty lady here. Is this the lady that you were supposed to bring back to town?
She had tricked me. She had told me that she had was it that one? That was the lady. She said, "Hey, mister, I got a bad leg." She goes, "Will you help me escort me to town?" And I said, "Sure, why not? I'll do a good deed for you to get back on Mr. Milo's good side." And then she pulled a gun at me and pointed it right at my face. I had nothing else to do to put an end to her.
No good deed goes unpunished.
And then that is when we got ambushed. But I got my hat.
Mr. Milo, where are you going, Mr. Milo? We're right here.
Mr. Milo,
I
there.
said I'm going over to help Mama Watson.
There's plenty of hats over here, Mr. Milo, if you indeed want a hat.
I don't take the hat of the dead.
How mighty fine.
Suit yourself.
I believe this here cabin might be Mrs. Watson.
It is indeed. I've actually been here before. Apparently, she has a great many services that need to be done around here. Mr. Beckett, why don't you take this one? We will follow.
What is this over here? Is this a donkey? Is
No,
this an
my
ass?
lord, that's the weird fella's mama. That's the weird fella's mama. I ain't talking to no weird fella's mama. Mr. Beardo, would you like to talk to weird fella's mama?
Weird fella's mama.
Yeah,
The woman in there.
Mr. Watson's
Mama
mama.
Watson.
I reckon I can do it. I ain't scared of no ghosts.
If she talks some bard stuff from the bard, punch her in the face for me, would you?
Can I punch her in the face?
Probably not a good idea.
I reckon it ain't letting me punch her in the face.
I reckon so.
Probably for the best. Sometimes you have to be told that some things are wrong.
All right. So here's what we can do for Miss Mama Watson. We can take the law into your own hands and hasten the death sentence of outlaws in transport.
Greetings, rolling chairs.
All right. Or we can jailbreak. We can break some criminals out of prison. We can destroy supplies. We can wreak havoc and sabotage supplies. Early execution. That one sounds fun. All right. I reckon we take this one. Oh, you know what? I reckon we're about to get split up right now.
We're going to be split up. That
I
is
believe your
indeed
horse
troubling.
is still here. We still have Mr. Ripper with us.
Wait a second, I have seen this before. Come to think of it, Mama Watson likes to disconnect us.
I reckon that's going to simply be the case here. She's going to disconnect us.
Oh,
You
no,
guys see
I
me?
still see you. I still see you,
Oh,
Mr. Beardo.
we do see you.
Lovely. All right. All right. Follow me. This way.
I hope that you chose a task for Mrs. Watson that Mr. Milo would approve of.
So what we're doing is we're going out for the early execution of some people who have a death sentence who are still on death row. We're going to go ahead and shorten up that death sentence for them. Shorten up that death row. Whoa! What the heck? Ripper! Now, what was
Did
that all
Ripper
about?
finally betray you?
Now, I believe he saw a snake. I believe Ripper saw a snake here.
I believe I see a jackrabbit. Perhaps your horse was frightened
The only
by
snake
that.
I've seen is not quiet in the serpent form.
I believe that was an underhanded insult at you, Mr. Beardo.
I'll ignore it for now.
Who are these fellas that we be killing?
You know, Mama Watson did not say much, just saying that these were bad men, and they were on the death sentence for death row, and that it was our duty to go ahead and take matters into our own hands.
Based upon who her son was, I wonder if she's on the level about these here people that are destined for execution.
Mr. Milo, I do believe that you were the one who said a parent is not necessarily reflective of any child, so...
That is true. Still, whenever I hear someone trying to interfere with the law, I start to question what might be going on.
You guys following me?
I am indeed. I'm a little behind, but I'm on my way. But
I'll go ahead and wait up here for you guys.
bad folks need killing. That's what my papa always said. And if you're the one who does the killing, well, they need killing, so might as well do the killing yourself.
If the price
Is that
right.
what you said when you ended up changing sides during the war?
And no,
Is that all you saw us as?
Here we go. They're right up here. They're right up here. I need you guys with me right here. Right up here.
I'm with you, Mr. Milo. Mr. Milo, are you with us?
I'm right below you.
Very well.
Slightly behind.
Mr. Beardo, we are
My
with
horse
you.
is a little tired.
Go to the convoy, it says. Take out bounty hunters to get the prisoners inside. All right. Here we go.
Come on. I believe his horse is stuck.
All right. Now there's prisoner inside. This is the one that we need to kill.
You have to get inside that thing.
Go on, get me out of here, will you?
That's what it said. Take out the bounty hunters.
Every man for himself.
There we go. Good job.
God damn it!
Kill him. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna lay you flat.
What sort of men are these?
Ripper! Ripper!
Don't you dare hurt your horse.
It wasn't me, Mr. Milo. I'm about getting sick and tired of these accusations of things I simply did not do. All right, let's go ahead and loot some of these bodies here. These accusations do not help anybody.
Would you like that there hat?
I did lose my hat. Where'd my hat go?
There's several hats right here if you want one.
I want my hat. Where'd my hat go?
Is that mission completed?
I reckon I probably need to get back to Mama Watson. All right, let's get on our way. Actually, we need to flee the area is what we need to do. Leave the area. I lost
Leave
my
the
damn
area.
hat again.
Isn't it ironic when a hat is taken and then it's taken from you?
I reckon that would be a little ironic now. There we go. Mission complete.
Mr. Beardo, I believe that you need to hear this now, but you have provided me with the finest distractions in many years. I'm grateful to be your traveling companion.
Oh yeah, you love to hear it. Thank you, Mr. Ines. I reckon I did just earn myself nearly a full gold bar right there. What is this animal right here? That looked a lot bigger than just that doe that I just saw running away.
Perhaps a bear?
We do have a lot of furs. We might need to sell ours before we take any more.
I did make damn near a whole gold bar off of that mission. I do appreciate that.
That's a very good question there. I think I could actually take a little bit more.
All right.
Much better. And there I am littering again.
Where'd she go? Mama Watson. I reckon I reckon we can't do no more. Well, Mama Watson's not looking after her out. All right.
Did
Mama
Mama
Watson probably ran.
How did she get the money to you then?
Must have been some of that kind of witchcraft voodoo.
There's plenty of that around this territory, I do admit. But we should probably start heading back to the south then. We've ventured into this territory for...
What was that? What happened there?
Bird. I
Yeah,
shot a
that's
bird.
very nice. Nice
All right.
shooting there.
We're heading down to the
But
town
we
of
probably want to
Strawberry.
head... Where is the town of Strawberry from here?
Just about south.
There we go, I see it. I'm marking it on the map. We're
All
going
right.
to start heading that way.
All right.
But we need to sell these furs, especially if I want to ever buy my hat.
You know if Strawberry has a good trapper there for us?
Maybe. I can't really tell. I've not
Careful
been
here.
there in some
I don't like the
time.
looks of this person here.
I know you don't like the look of many people, but he's being civil. Why don't you try it?
Let's see here if they do have a good hat shop down here in town of Strawberry. There's a butcher and a general store.
Snake in the area.
All right.
The butcher should be fine enough.
Ran away. Strange. Yes, the butcher, as I understand, is somewhere where you can sell furs for a decent price.
What was
It's
that?
not great, but it is something.
What's this? What's over here? What is this?
I believe that there's a rock.
There's a bear.
There's a bear?
No, wait, no, there's a pig. Wild boar.
Mr. Milo, you claim to be an educated man, but how did an educated man like yourself confuse a boar for a bear?
Believe me, they can run very similar at times. And I missed him.
Mr. Milo,
Have you ever encountered a wild boar before?
I have indeed. I had a wild boar that skewered my baby brother. Skewered him right through the whatchamacallit, the spleen. His spleen all spilled out and spleened all over the floor, and he there died. I know, like no wild boars.
Where are you heading?
Are you telling me that his spleened it?
His spleen did spleen a spleened apart.
That's one way to go.
Funny enough, his spleen juices were the same color as his normal juices.
Yeah, that's a side effect that tends to happen. Got a telegram from Mr. B.R. Jason saying, "Good night, y'all. Good night, Mr. B.R. Jason. Until next time, my friend."
Have a nice evening, B.R. Jason. Thanks for stopping by. Safe trails, and look forward to next time that you pass this way.
Now, I'll tell you what, Mr. Anus, I do miss Miss Elizabeth. She was a fine gal.
The love of my life, so cruelly snuffed out at such a young and blush-filled age, shall haunt me forever. I'm glad that you stood up there at my wedding. It was a beautiful service you gave us. Made our short marriage happy.
It made me happy to do it there, Mr. Anus. Accompanied by Ripper, and then what's your horse's name again? Chafee?
Kelpie.
Kelpie, yes.
Kelpie's
now, how did you
name-
end up with such a name as Kelpie? Was he covered in kelp at one point?
I once came across this fine young woman. She was wearing some sort of ancient clothing. It looked sort of medieval and all that, but there was a look in her eyes that I knew she had seen more than most alive. She came flying in out of virtually nowhere, riding a jet black steed, asking about some man named Gerald or Jennifer. I was
A
not familiar
young
with
man named Jennifer. Hey.
It was a young man named Gerald and his lovely lady friend Jennifer. She
Ah,
asked if
I see.
I was familiar with either of them, and I unfortunately was not. So she rode off on her black steed Kelpie into the night and vanished into thin air. I believe that there might have been a flash of light as well. It was the most extraordinary moment of my life. And as I never got her name, I could not name my horse after the most memorable woman I'd ever encountered. But she did whisper to her horse, "Come on, Kelpie, this isn't the right place." That's when she moved on. So it just reminds me to never take people for granted and never just assume things about them. There's much more going on, and sometimes frightening flashes of light can define a man. And that their moment defined me. That's why this jet black steed is also called Kelpie.
What a
That's
lovely
a touching
story.
story.
I hope to
Somehow
find
I
that young
see
girl
irony.
again.
Now, what'd you say her name was?
The young woman, I never got her name, just the horse's name. But the young girl, she had ashen hair, a scar over her eyes, and she really wanted this Geralt friend to be reunited with him. I believe it was her father.
Now, this is the tale that I am familiar with.
Indeed. She seemed to love her Kelpie, so I endeavored to do the same with my Kelpie.
All right, Ripper. Stay right here. I'm going to go ahead and take a peek into this store over here, Ripper. Just stay right there. Good steed. You're a good steed.
I remember the first
How do you
time
do?
passing through this town. It's a very strange experience. But after what I've seen over the last few weeks, it feels very normal by comparison.
I thought it was a rather good experience there, Mr. Milo. First town that we ever went into together. We did run into that weird odd house over there, where that lady was spraying that perfume all over us.
It was very strange. Wolf heart. When did I come across a wolf heart? And your face is ugly.
Ugly.
A treasure map has been delivered to me by post. Have either of you ever been a treasure hunter?
I've come across the treasure map before. Can't say that I've had a chance to really explore it yet.
Now, I have a serious question. If I buy and purchase my own hat, will this hat forever stay on my head?
Yes, it does.
It will indeed.
It will indeed. So when I steal one off of a dead body's corpse, those are the ones that will fall off eventually.
Isn't it a pity that the things that we steal will be taken back?
I'm looking at this Hanksman hat. It's got a bandolier of bullets on the top of it. I kind of am liking this one. It'll cost me 6 gold bars, though. But I have 12 here at the moment.
I've been asked by a telegram from a Mr. Raphael if that there butcher is a Mario fella. I'm not familiar with any Mario. That fellow look like Mario to you, Mr. Milo?
Mario? I can't say so. But man, is he one ugly, bloody fella. Literally bloody.
I have a treasure map, fellas. Would you guys like to take our hand at some treasure hunting? And Mr. Milo, I can almost guarantee there will be no more murder on such an adventure.
Hello.
If that is the case, then I would advise that we do that. I see that there is a message from me, from a couple of telegrams I've missed, and my apologies to those who've been sending them. Sometimes it's just not the time or place to read them, but I am seeing them and appreciate each and every one of them.
All right. Go ahead and take a purchase here. Buy this hat for 6 gold bars.
Apparently, a
But now
big
I've got
rig
myself a
Riker
hat.
mentions that the tales of Mr. Milo are more enjoyable than chest and tricep day. So it will be postponed until after this conclusion. I do appreciate that his time is being spent over here with us and appreciating the tale that is unfolding, even if it is sometimes uncivil.
That comes to no surprise.
Real carefully now.
This here man's smoking, and that might kill him. Should I stop him?
I'm just gonna go.
Oh, I've stopped him, I guess. He won't smoke no more.
I guess that's one way to do it. I remember there was someone I once came across who said that those who smoke while they are making mistakes, it's no sin, and that is indeed true. I just pity those that suffer because they suffer.
Indeed, Mr. Milo.
Indeed. Indeed.
Sitting rolling chairs is mentioning this is indeed uncivil. Somehow I have a feeling like that needs to now become an emoji, whatever those little things are that people like to post from time to time.
This price
is not available
is...
though. Maybe in the future though.
I know it's a lot, but I really
No, I don't understand. Oh, here we go.
Have you found some clothing, Mr. Beardo?
I have, and you guys can claim a free coat here in this general store here if you go ahead and take a look at it. There is a free coat. It'll cost you $0, but it only comes in one color.
Free coat.
I'm looking for this free coat currently. I'm
It is a
flipping through the pages.
It is a Walden coat, and it says sale, and it is for free, but it only comes in one color.
Let me see.
I'm not seeing any such coats.
Let me know if you have any questions about anything.
Maybe
I'm realizing just how
it was only
silly I
free for
look
me.
if I'm not wearing my proper attire.
I have several sales that are discounted, but none free.
What
Are
is
you
this?
are you seeing the Walden coat?
That is ugly. Oh my goodness.
I'm not seeing the Walden coat.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got rid of that because it was so ugly.
Here we go. I have a sale for a vest here for $0.
Anything, let me know.
0 gold bars. You must be. Oh, I must be wearing
I'm one
pants
healthy
to wear
man,
this
Big
vest.
Rig Riker. I think either that or it means I'm highly malnourished.
Pants. All right. Let me go ahead and find a pair of pants that I can wear. Pair of pants. $0.
I have
You
a
should
list.
mention when you come out because I want to have a good look at your new attire.
Except they're locked because I'm not high enough level. I have to be level 27 to earn these free pants here. Quite unfortunate. But there is a sale here. These pants cost me 1 gold bar. Anything else that cost me dollars.
Folks come in.
This
Here we
here
go.
catalog is saying that this is free, but when I enter in to try it on, it asked me for a lot of gold bars.
Go ahead and try to select a specific color. The specific color might be free.
Tourists here.
Ooh, it is a pretty coat.
All right. We are getting, as the young kids say, pimped out over here.
Yeah,
That's a
no.
very strange description.
Well, that's fine, man.
None of the free stuff allowed me to do it free. It said it was free, but it said, hey, give me gold. And I know, like,
I do find it quite encouraging that I've not had to pay off a bounty in the last, I'd say, 3 days.
very fine indeed.
Indeed. I might end up spending all my gold bars here. A giant. I just heard a tale from this here shopkeeper that there's a giant just north of here, up in the woods. I wonder if he's speaking about that Sasquatch creature that I've heard in the tales.
A giant may be more interesting than a simple treasure hunt. Does he have more information on this here giant that we might inquire about its location?
Howdy, neighbor. How are you today? Now, I do believe that if there are giants up in the mountains, going up against them could be fatal.
Oh man, oh man.
Then again, it could just be tall tales. Although I have heard such stories, and ones that would make your skin crawl.
Now, Mr. Beardo here, we are getting a makeover.
I mean, you will finally actually look civil.
Correct.
Actually, just
we're looking pretty good here. We're looking pretty spiffy.
I look forward to seeing what you look like. What is that?
I just walked past this horse and it kicked me. I wasn't even trying to steal from it. I was just walking by.
Always keep your distance from the animals. Salted venison, of course.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Expensive, but I needed a good amount of that for the future.
I am indeed, Mr. Beardo.
Right behind you. Here we go.
That's a snazzy coat there.
Oh, yeah. I got
Oh, my
man,
goodness.
We're looking good. We're
Just
looking
a second
good.
there.
Oh, yeah. Looking mighty fine.
It is
Look at
a
my boots.
tempting audience, believe me.
My boots.
Now,
look-
that is indeed very fancy. Are those
Snake skin on
snake
it.
skins?
It is indeed. Indeed.
Now, it's the brim of your hat that the band around your hat that is most perplexing to me. There's a lot of ammunition to use. It must make your head very heavy. But that being said, I'm glad that you found an attire that suits your personality.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we are ready. We're feeling cowboy ready. It only took us a few weeks.
Big Rig Riker mentions Tales of Giants. That is indeed interesting. And then Rolling Chairs mentions, have you ever heard the tale of the monkey that lives on the snowy mountains? They've got 7 legs and shoot spider webs out of their fingers. Vicious creatures. I've never heard of such a thing. And Big Rig Riker mentions he has the same outfit as a certain Mr. Beardo. Lead the way to this here treasure.
Yeah, let's find that treasure map here, Mr. Anus.
Forthwith, my friends, forthwith. It's just here yonder past these trees and a jaunt past.
So that man just handed you a treasure map and said, this is free.
It was in a
Did you
telegram. I was sent in the postal directly to me. I have no idea who it was from, but it was sent to me from some unknown fella.
Did it ever cross your mind that maybe it's a fake?
Perhaps, but money's money. It's worth the risk.
Money's money.
As I heard one feisty child once say, dollar bill, y'all.
That's a very strange thing for them to say.
That is indeed a strange one, but I might have to use it now that I've heard it.
Got to put some extra twang in it. It's dollar bill, y'all.
Now,
Very.
have you ever heard the story of a man that was seeking a treasure, and he did so because a friend and an enemy both said that the map was his if he wanted it? The man went off because his friend and his enemy had conspired. They wanted to rob him, and so they gave him a map to a location. Because his friend was there, he trusted him. But his enemy was there too. And when he came to the location, turned out that it was the location of where he would die. He was buried there. The men took his money, his house, and everything he owned. Be very careful when people offer you treasures for free.
Well, as I've said before, a short life and a merry one. If my merry life ends at the end of a piece of lead in search of buried treasure, there ain't no nobler way to go than in search of gold. All right, we are within the vicinity that this map depicts, and it says we should use our fine senses to detect its location.
I know what that means. I did just receive a telegram from Darth Faison saying, "Morning, Beardo." Good morning to you too, my friend.
That's just a plant.
I agree, Big Rick Riker. It is indeed interesting that one would react the way that he did.
Now you know, Mr. Anus. I reckon since you're the one that has the treasure map, I reckon that you're probably the only one that can see the treasure.
Most likely correct. But my map only gave me a general area to search. It didn't give me any more specifics, even a crude drawing.
Here's a nice view up
Who's that
here,
looking for?
Mr. Milo. What is that down there? A few horses just
It's
down there on the sorry, Mr. Milo. Sorry, Mr. Milo. Sorry, Mr. Why does it keep doing that? I'm trying to get a scope in. Sorry, Mr. Milo. I'm trying to get a scope in over here. Just a few horses down there. Wonder if that's where the treasure is. A few horses down here. When I aimed at it, red hostile dot appeared on it. What in tarnation? Is that a two-headed horse? What the?
They're a two-headed horse, you say? I
What
must
is
see
this?
such a creature.
two-headed horse. I only see two horses.
A Kentucky Saddler. It's a Kentucky Saddler. I might try to break one of these horses. Take it back to my stable. I reckon I might try to take one of these horses back home with me. It's a fine steed, and it's a fast steed as well.
The answer, rolling chairs, is that it is technically Mondays that we do our adventures. Next week and henceforth, it will be Tuesdays.
Here we
So
go.
It can be earlier in the day, so more people can
Here we go.
appreciate them.
I'm currently breaking this horse.
I have
Oh, don't
found
break
the-
his back, though.
I have found the treasure. It's just sitting here on the beach. In
You found a
box.
treasure just sitting on the beach. Let me see. Well, now that is very perplexing. That's not buried in the slightest.
I've successfully broken the horse, but we'll still have some wild tendencies. You cannot saddle or bond with this horse yet. You cannot saddle or bond with this horse.
I
Well, why
have
not?
made much gold and much dollars from that there box.
About how much?
About $110 and
Oh my goodness.
about 5 gold bars.
Wow. Congratulations,
Isn't it
sir.
interesting? There's nothing left in here. You took
Wait,
everything.
and this is exactly where those horses were. This is
The horses
exactly
are
where
probably
this
guarding them.
and there's one horse right there. I was just running away, and I'm on one. I'm on one of these horses. I wonder if I take it to the stable. If I
You
can go
sell
ahead
it.
and store this horse in there.
Bull rush. I dare eat bull rush. That's disgusting.
What happened?
Oh,
What happened?
that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you never eat that sort of thing. Oh my. Oh,
I believe that we have had a trying day. I believe that we should retire to
Yes,
this here
sickening.
Wallace station for some recreational poker and perhaps a nice long rest in a nice comfy bed.
I reckon I kind of want to go ahead and find a stable here. Where is Wallace Station? Blackwater. How about we hit a... Is there a stable in Blackwater? There is. How about we
Yes,
head to Blackwater?
indeed.
It's just south from here. And there's poker here, Mr. Anus.
Indeed. Lead the way, Mr. Beardo.
And a tailor. There's a... oh, man. This... Here we go, Blackwater. Oh, wait. I reckon here in Blackwater, this is where we have run into quite a bit of mischief in our travels here, Mr. Mila.
that's a very disturbing idea, Mr. Big Rig Rocker. Might have to consider it, though. Maybe not for one of them E-modes, but something else.
Morning. All right. Follow me. Found myself a Kentucky saddler.
Howdy.
I realize that a certain Big Rig Rocker might have trouble actually participating in these journeys in the future because of the change in days. We apologize for that, sir. Hopefully you understand. That being said, I probably would still be around during the Mondays.
I reckon it is we're running into a storm here, fellas.
We are indeed. The mighty fierce thunder.
Storms are very dangerous. Be careful.
Lightning.
Is indeed a very real threat, either of fires or just being outright struck.
Lightning, thunder, very, very frightening.
Do not worry, rolling chairs. The good Lord is washing me off right now. This rain is like a shower.
Wow.
Now it was reminded to me by some telegrams, Mr. Beardo,
What's that?
that you have a very strange sort of past. That woman that you were infatuated with, the one that dove off of with horses into the ocean.
Correct.
How can it be that a man like you, who loved a woman and her occupation of working with horses, would find it so easy to despise both of them?
To
Gun
despise
down
both of
women and shoot your own horse.
Never have I once done either of those things, Mr. Mila.
Somehow, the telegrams I received suggested that that did happen. And what I saw back in the town of Valentine confirmed some of those suspicions.
Now, Mr. Milo, I'll have you remember that that woman in Valentine had shot me in cold blood. It had strangled me, stabbed me, threw me on the ground, and then proceeded to kill me in that there saloon.
Oh
I
my
had by her
lord.
3 times and nothing happened.
I have a portal to hell. I have a portal to hell. I repeat, there is a portal to hell.
What happened
Portal to
there?
hell. Where's this here voodoo stuff?
It's following that there deer. That deer is destined for hell.
That's
do
a
not
very
see what
dangerous
you're
thing.
looking
Let
at
us
here.
get away from that deer.
There's a pillar of fire following that deer.
I
Some
reckon I
say,
do not
oh
see it.
dear.
I shall put down this devilry. The
Be
devil,
careful.
the devil horse, the devil deer
It's still alive.
will not die.
I do not see such things.
There's
I do not
now
see
a
such
ring
things
of
either,
fire
but I
around
know
the
that
corpse.
those things can exist.
There is a ring of fire around this here corpse. My lord.
Roland Chair says poor deer was struck by lightning.
I'm gonna jump it.
That could be very dangerous.
I'm safely within the ring of fire, skinning this here deer.
Be careful, it might follow you.
It is now an arch of fire.
That is very disturbing.
It's a nice pelt, though.
Indeed.
On our way to Blackwater, then. I assume our bearded friend is way ahead.
I suppose you're right.
There we go. Oh, I can only bring my own horse into the stable. So is this not my horse? I cannot have more than one horse.
I've struggled to sell horses myself. I could never figure it out, but I know you can do it.
I only bring my own horses.
I am now the Ghost Rider, wreathed in flame.
I see nothing. It's probably for the best.
This fire does not burn. This evil fire is cold. Just surrounds me, encompasses me, filling my heart with dark desires.
Like, why can I not own more than one horse here?
This town of Blackwater is where a great many black hearts come to reside.
I feel a strange urge put on by this fire. I believe
You should get rid of it.
I feel the need.
Oh, here we go.
Mr. Milo, I don't feel so good.
Don't you do anything.
Mr. Milo,
All right.
The fire is begging. The fire asks, and I must deliver.
Where's that Kentucky Saddler I just found? Where'd it go?
The fire must have.
Where's that Kentucky Saddler that I broke?
What is wrong with you?
The fire must be fed.
What's wrong with...
My apologies.
What are you guys doing?
That was odd. Mr. Milo fell off his horse and died when I bumped into him. My apologies. That was not intentional.
Holy shit. Are you guys fighting over there?
I'm fighting nobody.
The fire compels me.
Oh my gosh. What is going on here?
The flame, the Ghost Rider demands blood.
Are you on fire over there?
I am on fire. There is a wreath of flame around me.
When I looked at you, I didn't see no fire.
Perhaps it is
I'm
only in my
going to
dream.
revive Yukon for you, Mr. Milo. Yukon is alive and well. I
must
have
be freed from this deer carcass.
I have a telegram from Mr. Zespo saying the game literally allowed the horse to get away. I know. Allowed the horse to escape me. I'm not too happy about it, to be honest. Wait. Is that Yukon put... Oh, there is... Okay.
The law wants my fire.
I see no fire on your horse there, Mr. Anus.
I believe in death. I have been freed of the curse. But my horse has not. There is still fire on my horse.
It's because the deer is still with your horse. The cursed one. The black one.
The what?
There is a deer carcass which compels men to murder. And it is currently on my horse.
Wonder if I take some beard tonic, if it'll help my beard grow a little
Mr.
bit
Milo,
bigger.
I am not touching the deer. I am no longer cursed.
You know, it is interesting that the moment that you have the cursed deer, I somehow die.
The fire must
nearly
have burned
died.
you as you approached.
What?
Partner?
I believe this deer must be quenched.
I've seen
Let's see if
this
I can-
image far too often in my life. It's disturbing to me.
And I got some messed up teeth. Oh, I can get...
It grieves me.
I must hurry before the deer's curse
Oh,
reawakens.
nice.
Please buy this cursed deal right now.
First time here, right?
You stupid man, that deer will curse you all. But I'm all right now.
Not to worry. We'll be back.
Gather back around here.
I would like to buy a coat as well. I shall be but a moment.
I gave myself a longer beard. I kind of like it. Kind of like my longer beard.
Indeed.
I paid $22 for it. What do you think about my beard there, Mr. Milo?
I think it suits your personality probably very well.
Ah,
See, can I climb up this ladder here? Oh, I can. All right.
Oh,
Just as we like to see.
never too soon, huh? Hello.
Can I jump from building to building? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I broke my back. Broke my back.
It's amazing that you have not broken a leg or two. You gentlemen are finished. We need to talk.
I just had to take a quick dip here in the bayou.
last person to need to have a talk with me was my missus right before she tragically passed.
There are a few colors you can go with for this one.
Oh, shit.
How typical.
You blew my hat off. You told me I lost my hat? Did I lose my hat? I mean, did I lose my hat? How did I?
Your hat is...
I thought you said that I got to keep my hat.
It returns to your horse upon loss.
Well, I can only
How do I get it?
gold for that, I'm afraid.
How do I get it back?
All right, then.
Open up their menu, go to the whole section, and it'll be in the bottom right of that there wheel.
Thank you. This man, I do not appreciate what that. Oh, AlaskaJeff just picked. What's all that nonsense about you saying you don't take hats from the dead?
Maybe you will start to understand how it feels.
Well, there you go. There you go, Mr. Milo. You just earned yourself a free hat. And look at that. Brand new telegram.
Gather up, though.
2 telegrams. SBD girl saying 50 cents for alcohol, but $22 for a shave to change facial hair. Interesting economics. And then a cup of shut your mouth with another telegram saying $22 is what I pay now for a haircut.
All right, Raphael, you
I think
have
I
a
paid for a
great
haircut in my
evening.
life.
Thanks for joining us.
Where's Mr. Anus?
I am shopping for hats currently.
All right. In the general store, I reckon.
At the tailor shop.
At the tailor shop. All right.
I get
They have
all
quite a
sorts
lot
walking
on
into
sale
this
here as
establishment,
well. I
but
got a
they
free
all
vest
end up
and a
looking
free
better
coat.
when they walk out.
This you running off over there? Well, I reckon that ain't you.
I believe I need a bandana.
I reckon my friend needs a bandana.
Bandana. Them there neckerchiefs are quite expensive.
Howdy, stranger. What brings you out to these parts?
I stand behind everything I sell in this place, so you can purchase with confidence.
Gentlemen, I
Howdy.
said that we need to talk.
Howdy.
Gather up.
I have a stranger out here. She's a kind-looking woman, but she's just standing here just blankly, like she's looking at something. Very concentrated. All right, well, I'll leave you to it then.
I'm
Have
on
a
my
blessed
way,
day.
Mr. Milo.
Very true, Big Rig Riker. Very true. That's probably going to make a good image. I might keep it. Why do I see a red dot on the horizon? It's actually troubling to me. Oh, it's you.
Me?
Not you.
I'm not a red dot.
This
Why
fella
do you
right
have
here.
the same jacket as I do?
Hey, was it free?
It was.
You have the same vest and the same coat as I do. I reckon, look at that.
Gentlemen, we have a problem.
What's the problem here?
You two are too violent. I've been watching you over the last few days, and it has sickened me to the core. I can no longer abide seeing your faces, and I fear that if I am in this vicinity for much longer, I will blow both of your heads off. Do you get what I'm laying down? You, sir!
What just happened? I
So
missed
help
that.
me! So help me!
My head was in the books.
Is that
Don't help
the
me.
kind of violence that you're speaking of, Mr. Milo? Out here in
That
the Wild West, you have to be
beckons
cruel.
me. Is that what you mean? Attacking helpless civilians?
I didn't like the way he was
And
looking
then
at me.
you have problems when someone comes up and guns you down, but you have no problem gunning others down.
That might be the case.
If that's the case, then we're done. I'm leaving.
Losing a Confederate isn't always a loss.
What was that?
Hold on, law's after me. Gotta go.
I'm gonna change my hair vest so I don't look so much like the Beardo.
This, my friend, is terrible. I need to reset.
Good to have
Find
you
myself
back in this
somewhere
shop,
else.
sir. You'll find
Someplace
only the
pristine.
best of the best in there.
And free. Free from violence. Free from horror. And free from evil. Pardon me.
Pardon?
Now, what is your preferred color for this?
Hey, Ripper. Howdy, Ripper. Mr. Anus,
Sir?
are you still shopping over there? In their Blackwater?
Now that will bring
am.
your outfit together.
I've just changed my vest, but that coat, I need a modifying coat. So, and you know what? I'll just buy a new coat.
Fair enough. I reckon you did get quite a bit of money from finding that treasure map over there. Where is this tailor shop anyway? Oh, I reckon I see it. Oh, hey, look. There's my dead body. It is quite an out-of-body experience.
All right, grumpy old vaping gamer, you have a great evening.
Local.
How's it going there?
Ooh, I like that color.
That is one of
Workwear
my
and
favorites.
trades. All right, all right.
Gonna get a new hat.
I don't have enough money to be looking at this.
These are some expensive clothing items.
Oh, this is Kelpie. I'm gonna stay away from Kelpie. Come over here, Ripper.
All right, looks like there's no hats worth having in here, but I look different than you. That's what's important.
You somewhere else.
Getting quick, folks, before I eat all these chops myself.
All right, Mr. Beardo, it looks like it is just us once again.
Looks like it is just you and me.
Where should we proceed?
Where you reckon we lay down for the night?
There's a nice tavern here, perhaps a round of poker.
Looky
before-
here, Hillbilly Jesus. I thought I lost you forever. How's it going? I see you're still riding that ass around everywhere. Still shirtless. Get a grip of yourself there, Hillbilly Jesus.
I don't believe Hillbilly Jesus wants to talk to you.
Speak for yourself, Hillbilly Jesus. You know what? I did forget one very important piece of information. Hillbilly Jesus is a mute. This is no use talking to Hillbilly Jesus like this.
Oh my. How scandalous.
All right. Move along. Where you reckon that we spend the night at?
There's a saloon here at the center of Blackwater. Perhaps a nice night there would be refreshing.
All right. All right. I reckon that's probably a good idea. After you. Now, how exactly do we spend the night here? Room in the back, maybe?
Perhaps. There's no place to hitch my horse. Ooh, there's a hitching post. But I don't actually care.
I reckon I just left Ripper Ripper will hitch himself up, I reckon.
Any open rooms?
That's what I'm trying to check out right now, Miss Raina.
We could share.
Don't mind me. Here we go. Oh my goodness, I think Hillbilly. What was that all about?
Hillbilly Jesus killing folks.
Is he really out there?
He's trying to walk through the door with his donkey. All right. Well, let's have a nice evening here, Mr. Beardo, and call it a night and sign off.
All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and
Close this here door.
reckon I was sitting down in this chair. I reckon can I not sit down in it no longer?
Are you my wife now?
Here we go. All right. All right. Good night. Good night, Mr. Anus.
Good night, Mr. Beardo. Sleep tight.
Sleep tight. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. All right. Mr. Johannes is in bed for the night, carefully snuggling against Mr. Beardo. I know what you mean. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, it's kind of awkward watching you run around in your underwear. Very old fashioned, very modest. He was. He didn't. He didn't have much to say, but yeah, he was just sitting there staring at us. Yep, spending the night together. I just realized y'all couldn't hear him.
And then what transpired after I ended up heading off into the mountains?
Oh,
because for the folks that were on your streams, Mr. Milo goes off many times and will end up just kind of citing wisdom to the voices in his head. And while doing so, he discovered a mine up in the mountains.
Ooh, that's cool.
There wasn't much in there, but there was an interesting little item that Milo collected. No idea what it does, but apparently it does have some sort of in-game effect. So while there's nothing else that you could interact with in that mine, I did find one card that apparently you can. And then I started getting messages from the voices in my head, the telegrams mentioning all hell and damnation had broken out in the lower regions.
Yeah.
So what transpired with you?
That was in Valentine, right? So we were in Valentine, and Mr. Anus was looking for a wife.
Yeah, that was the last thing we said to each other. Remember,
Yeah.
before you started shooting. So it's the chat was like, "Oh, I believe the next thing you should do is go look for a wife." And so that's what we did. We went to Valentine to try to find me a wife.
Yeah. So.
Oh my.
Yeah. So Mr. Anus got a wife. I married him. I married, Mr. Anus and the very, very nice and beautiful Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah. Overlooking Valentine on a nice, what was it, sunset? Very beautiful view.
Yeah, it was really nice. Short-lived marriage. She fell to illness, literally right after the ceremony was over. So
illness.
Yeah,
she did.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Was that like an actual effect that transpired?
Yeah, she was just sitting on the back of my horse, and all of a sudden she wasn't breathing anymore.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
And then we went back to Valentine so that Mr. Anus could go collect his, since his wife died, he went to go collect money from Miss Elizabeth's father for So we went back to Valentine.
Yeah, she was the daughter of a wealthy local doctor, so I went to see what her inheritance was and what I could claim as her newly minted, not super legal, but minted husband, and the doctor wasn't too keen on it.
Yeah, and then that's when I went to the saloon and then got absolutely ambushed by two players in there. There was two real players in there just sitting at the table drinking whiskey, and I went to the bar to go drink whiskey, and they both attacked me and shot me dead, and then that's when you came into the town. Back into the town, Jeff. And then when I came back to life after them shooting me dead, as soon as you saw me, you shot me. It killed me in the street.
Yeah, it's interesting. I walked into that bar and nothing happened.
No, they were all dead.
That is him. That is a lie.
Literally. Walked in, grabbed a beer, walked past the player, and went
Well,
out
they
to
must have
try to
not
find out
killed-
where everyone else was hiding.
Dude, that one chick though, I think it was the one who killed Beardo. He really had it out for you, Mr. Milo. Like after you died, she just was attacking your corpse with everything. Like she did a nice little funeral pile at first, like lit you up with oil, and it was like, oh, very sweet. Then she put like 20 rounds into your head, and then
throwing
she left.
tomahawks at you.
Yeah, throwing tomahawks, knives, anything she could get her hands on. It was the weirdest thing ever. Like, and she occasionally hit Mr.
Wow.
Beardo's body, but no, she was really pounding you hard.
Oh my. Well, that is indeed most uncivil.
It was very odd.
Big Rig Riker says that Mr. Milo needs to get a priest outfit and return to Valentine to punish the wicked.
Maybe you could actually legally marry me next time.
Maybe then she won't, expire from disgrace or whatever transpired there.
Very tragic.
But
I'm still in mourning.
Jed, what's your take about how the stream went today?
I think it definitely went a lot better than the last one. Just getting into the groove of things. My accent was a little bit more consistent this time.
It was.
But the main thing was there was a lot more story in this one. Like the other one was just random nonsense, but there was an actual followable narrative, rather thin, but there was a followable narrative that went through the entire affair. And I think that was very interesting. And it was very surprised that we were able to keep it going for as long as we did.
Mm-hmm.
We will have to try and figure out something better for the communication because, man, my computer struggles to be able to switch between devices. And so when I was trying to switch for like audio, it caused problems. But then the in-game chat caused problems as well. The volumes were all over the place. Man, that hurt my ears.
I fixed it. I tried to fix it.
But yeah, so that definitely helped out. But
end.
other players also had it way off. And so it definitely becomes a conundrum to try and solve. But we did learn something very important. We are in the same universe. We didn't once have to rejoin.
That's right.
So isn't that ironic? So the only struggle we had, honestly, was trying to relocate each other. That's something that we're going to have to work upon in the future, using objectives to kind of get our characters to cross paths yet again. But overall, a good first try for trying to locate folks once again. Beardo, what were your thoughts on how things went tonight?
Yeah, I'm glad that we didn't crash once. We didn't crash. We didn't fall into a single player mission where we had to relaunch into the same server. So that was nice. And yeah, I like the whole separating. Like, I like how our characters, we're developing more history. There's some beef. There's some animosity, and I like it. I think that the tension can be expanded upon, but I think that there's definitely tension there, and I think that the audience probably likes and enjoys the tension just based off of like what I was reading in your chat, Jeff, and my chat and everything. Like, it's funny, but it plays to the narrative that there is a story being built, and I enjoyed it. I thought this actually went really well, especially like me and Jed going off and doing our own thing and having a wedding. Like, that was funny. And then
and that was chat influence too. That was
Yeah.
like not in a super chat like we talked about, but yeah, that was chat giving us an idea. So that worked out well.
Yep.
Indeed. Moving into next week, we're gonna have to try and figure out some of the solutions for the technical issues we were having. It might take a little bit more experimenting, but overall, I think we have a good foundation for being able to expand upon this into the future. Very nice of Jay to drop by, and very unfortunate that he
wanted me to kill your horse.
Violent.
Yeah, that's the first
I
time he's
expected
actually
better
been
out
in
of
my
Jay.
chat before. I didn't know he was subscribed to me, so that was cool to see him in my chat.
Nice.
Raiding me after his Fortnite stream. Because he definitely raided me or something, because I had a lot more viewers than normal. and consistently after he showed up. So yeah,
that's
thanks
nice.
Jay for that. I appreciate it. I know I gave you a hard time in Orlando, but it's all good fun.
All right. Well, anything else you guys want to say before we close out?
Not particularly.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Okay. Well, overall, thanks everyone for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed it and we're able to take away some good entertainment from this. Maybe some good laughs, maybe a little bit of wisdom, and maybe some good inspiring ways at which you can engage games like this for yourself.
Yep.
By all means, continue to follow for more of these adventures. Jed, what sort of content are you doing over on your streams?
Just in general, like
Yes.
what's coming for
Just,
it?
just so everyone knows.
Yeah, so Hollywood Scholar on YouTube, I put out daily videos mainly on news or reviews of entertainment stuff. I'm currently working on one of my biggest projects yet with the upcoming Witcher prequel coming out next month. I'm doing a deep dive lore series on what the real lore of the Witcher universe is to compare and contrast for when that prequel does come out. So I'm putting in a lot of work in that. Probably not going to come out till next month, but really excited to see how that all turns out. And I have the second episode of my actually really doing really well show called The Writer's Corner tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time, where I bring together a group of independent writers and we just talk about what it's like writing in the current Iron Age, our current projects. Tomorrow, we're going to be having a discussion on why lore is important, why history is important in a historical fiction, and how that ties into deeper and more rich storytelling. So if you're interested in that, check out Hollywood Scholar tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific.
All right, excellent. Beardo, what have you got going?
I've just been playing a lot of God of War. So God of War over on my Twitch channel. Also have those series. So if you aren't able to catch my playthroughs of God of War on Twitch, I am splicing them up into episodes and putting them on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and check out my YouTube. It's FearTheBeardo. And also on Sports Wars. I just put out a new Sports Wars video tonight on the Washington Commanders beating the undefeated, well, now no longer undefeated, but they were, beating the Eagles tonight on Monday Night Football. So I have a brand new video on Monday Night Football. And just playing video games with Geeks and Gamers on Geeks and Gamers Play, and then also just my own Twitch channel. So just YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Pretty much that's it for me. And then also want to thank Nasmer for resubscribing to a tier 1 subscription to FearTheBeardo. That's 4 months in a row, and he says here's to 4 more. So thank you, Nasmer, for that for the subscription. It doesn't go unnoticed.
All right, excellent. Thank you again for all showing up, and we will see you all next time.
Yep, and for everybody in my chat, I'm going to go ahead and send you over to my little Gen Z buddy, Bubble Buddy. He's playing some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 right now, so I'm going to send you and raid you over to him. So if you want to watch some Call of Duty, I'm going to begin the raid and show some support. He needs all of it. He is a Gen Zer, so go ahead and enjoy that Call of Duty gameplay. But other than that, guys, thank you for the stream. I'll probably be live tomorrow playing some God of War. And Beardo out.
Never mind. We're going to go over to Ladar, since Ladar helped us out yesterday. So have a pleasant evening, everyone. Be civil.
Yep.
All right. That just got sent off.
Boom.
All right. I'm going to do my outro real fast. So thank you all for joining me. We had an incredible chat this evening. Dr. Rachel Lindbergh, first time for her. Drunk 3PO, first time for him. And a lot of new faces that was great to see. Good night, Dr. Rachel, Grumpy, Old Vaping Gamer. Great to see you. Raphael and everyone else who lurked. And thank you, Rachel and Jay, for the super chat. And of course, Lady Bellfire. But I will see you all anon. You guys take care, everyone.
always mess up the raid process.
If you like what I do here, I want to see good, compelling stories that Hollywood will no longer give you. Check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern illness issues. Books 1, Down in Flames, and Book 2, Apocalypse Then, currently on sale. Book 3, Kill the Dark, coming soon.